We are live. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. We got a pontificator show for you tonight. I will be hosting. We got a lot of the pontificators, and they're going to come in, and we are going to help count down Clint Holinsky's Blue Bombshells. So it is closing out tonight. He is doing really, really well with it, and we're going to see if we can help out with that. So. Yeah, I'm going to get the guys in here soon, but I wanted to kind of just touch base with you guys, see what everybody's up to, and send out the link to everybody. So yeah, how has everybody been? I hope they've been fine. This week I haven't been YouTubing too much. Been trying to get some stuff done, get some work done. Also, we have a new puppy here, and he's taken a lot more time than I thought he would. Man, puppies are high maintenance. So, we're starting to get a sign of life here. Man, StreamYards is taking their sweet time. I hope we have more than 2 people here. So just, as always, you guys, let me see a sign of life in the chat. I don't have a show without you. So we got Southern Cecil, Hell RT Bear, and Clint Boob Master of Comic Art. Yes, that would be the Clint. Clint is the Boob Master. Saint Revenge, Evening Art, Hell, Southern Cecil. Oh, there we go. Now we got a party. We got Mighty Joe in, Aerith, Saga. Let's hit 30K. Yeah, let's hit 30K on Blue Bombshell tonight. Indeedy do. Tari. Hello, how are you? Hello. I'm fine. We got Shadowhawk. Saying hi to everybody. Sheldon the joke cracker. He's gonna crack some jokes. He can crack wise today. Yes, we're gonna have a good time. Unknown Gamer got me here with the boobs. That was the idea, man. So you can't really talk like this too much anymore. We'll probably get banned from YouTube. Probably way too much toxic masculinity that's going to come down on this show tonight. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to put it out there. You got to put it out there and see what happens. Stephen Rockwood, good evening. Good evening, Stephen. Let me get this out to the guys. I know Bob, Comic Bob, has he's got a lot of cool pieces of artwork to show. So yeah, I'm trying to get some other people in here, so I'm inviting people now. So hopefully we'll get some people in here soon. So in the meantime, you just got me. You got me. F off. Well read. Hello, Art. Yeah, hello, man. How are you guys? Yes, I'm not sure what the competition is tonight. Everybody's probably YouTubing tonight. I betcha it's a Saturday, but we will do our best. I mean, the main thing is we really want to get some eyes on the Blue Bombshell tonight, and show off some hot art with some great superhero chicks, just great comic book ladies, and give a highlight on some really talented artists out there that have drawn some really sexy ladies over the years. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Still waiting for the guys. Waiting. I think, well, I'm hoping we got Clint. That would be nice. We'll have Clint tonight. We should have Comic Bob, I believe. I can fly. And it's just even, let me see. This isn't quite working. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that works. Sending out some invites. Let's see what Eric has to say. Eric, manipulating us with the assurance of boobs. Low of you, but we're here anyway. Yes. Let's see, man. All the pontificator guys are always a little late. This camera is really close. Look at my studio. It's a mess. Holy shit. This is not me putting my best foot forward. This is how a working studio usually looks, though, you guys. It's not very glamorous. It's not a very glamorous life. Well, I think I'm gonna try to start the show regardless. There's so much masculinity oozing from the stream. I think my phone is pregnant. Well, you know what? I guess that's good, man. We're multiplying. We got a new pontificator coming in 9 months, 8 months. Is that 9 months? Yeah, the pontificators will pontificate at some point. We're going to be pontificating about hot ladies of comics. Thank you so much, Rick. I do appreciate the $2.99. You guys are the best. Whoa. How do you say this? The Basicle 626 or F. Basicle F. Basicle 626. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I butchered your name. Hey, Art, I just received Chrono Mechanics. Yes, retrofit yesterday. I haven't had the time to read it yet, but I love the guitar pick and the patch. Didn't even know it came with it. Hell CG. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Thanks for backing the book. I hope you enjoy the book. We stopped advertising on the website or on the Indiegogo site that we were still doing the super what do they call those, stretch goals, but we were still giving them away. So we just didn't want to advertise it anymore. I kind of wanted to make the campaign, the live campaign, different from the in-store in-demand shop. So that was the idea there. The Comics Bear. Hey, long time no see. He's got a great YouTube channel, you guys. You should check it out, man. It is a lot of fun. Unknown Gamer says, typical artist, messy and late, LOL. Speaking of late, hey, Clint, pay attention. You're on, buddy.
I'm always on.
You're always on. How you doing,
Ready
man?
at a moment's notice, brother. You know it.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I am doing well. This is a good closeout night. Is always fun as long as things are going in the right direction, and things are definitely going in the right direction for the Blue Bombshell. So I'm majorly stoked.
Well, you already have people in chat saying, let's get it to 30K. So
I love it. Love to hear it. Thank you guys, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Awesome.
Well, you know what? Without further ado, I think everybody knows who Clint is. Clint's got a new book. It's Blue Bombshell. He is an artist, writer. He's done how many CG books now? 2 other CG books?
I've done two issues of Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch, Pirate Queen 1, Blue Bombshell now is the first one I've done on my own. And then me and Mandy got Pirate Queen 2. We got it geared up and ready to go for this fall. That is going to be before the end of the year. So, like, let the good times roll. When things are going good, it's like you don't want to stop. I want to make as many comics, and as long as everybody's into it and everybody seems to be into what I'm doing, I'm down for it, man.
Yeah, very good, man. All those projects look really good, and they're all fulfilled, right? Is Mandy fulfilling?
Yeah, Mandy's
fulfilling right now.
Yep. Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch. Mark sent that out last year. Pirate Queen 2 is being shipped to people right now. Mandy's been people have been posting pictures online. I love seeing people get their books and posting on Twitter. It's so awesome. Mark just sent Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch 2 to the printer right now. And I mean, the only thing that was holding them up was I was lettering the books. We got that off to the printer, and Mark's fulfillment master. So people are going to be getting Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch book 2. And Blue Bombshell, the 48-page book, is done. What I'm working on is I'm filling out the pinups and stuff for the adult art book. So that book my plan is fulfilling that before the end of this year. So if you guys backed all these books, you're going to be getting 3 comics from me before the end of the year. And that's what I kind of want to keep doing.
Sweet. There's a great little input here by JK1. The show is called Pontificators, but have you ever bothered to invite The Pope? I didn't even think of the Pope. Clint.
Nobody ever thinks of the Pope.
You're in tight with the Pope right now. Send him out an invite. See if he's got, like a couple hours to kill.
You got to imagine the Pope's just sitting there every Saturday night and is like, I don't have anything going on. Like, right. I'm pretty popular. Why doesn't anybody invite me over?
Right. And you know what? He's dying to talk about comic book ladies.
Exactly. The Pope loves like comic books with super hot chicks with big boobs. Like, I mean, what else is the Pope reading?
Well, you know what? If this wasn't your closing night, I could just see a graphic right now of the Pope holding up the Blue Bombshells and saying, "I love the boobs."
She'd be like he'd be turning it sideways. That's got to be Blue Bombshell 2 needs to have like the old school like Wildstorm. You'd have that flip out like extended page. I can't imagine how much that cost with printing or what a hassle it was, but yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Let's. I'm still saying hi to everybody in the chat. So
the Pope of Boobs, Peter Gilmore in the house. Hey, brother.
Oh, cool. We got Ryan Cardinal. What's up, gang? I saw another super chat. Oh, wait, here's my niece. Hey, Trish, what's up? This is weird. My little niece comes in as we're talking about.
Just anatomy drawing. I mean, everybody needs, as an artist, you need to know the full range of anatomy for males and females. And I mean, it's just science that women do have breasts, so you need to know how to draw them well if you're going to be a professional comic book artist. It's as simple as that.
It's all clinical. It's all clinical.
Exactly. We're like doctors. We're keeping it professional. We're like doctors of boobs.
Okay. well, Trish, put your earmuffs on.
Earmuffs.
I do agree, Southern Cecil. Let's get this party to.
Southern Cecil wants the Sword Maidens book. Yeah. I want everybody to get the Sword Maidens book too. That's basically if Red Sonja had a sluttier twin sister, and they both just lost their tops in every battle versus monsters. That's what Sword Maidens is. So,
well, we're gonna be showing off Blue Bombshells very soon. There's a couple things I want to do, and I'm just gonna announce them so everybody knows. Okay, I'm gonna read this super chat or this, then I'm gonna go to the super chat, and then I'm gonna get Comic Book Bob in here. So, is it Tari? Is that how you say it?
I took a swing at it. Tari Oe. Tari Oe.
Hello, Clint. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. I think this is the first time I've met you. This is cool, man.
I think so too. It is nice to meet you also. I appreciate everybody showing up.
Oh, okay. Here we go. This is the explanation because I wasn't sure what the name meant. I like this. This is like the Clef 626. So it is the bass clef 626 equals the bass guitar clef 624. Okay, so
that's a music thing, and then I am lost.
Yeah, I'm somewhat lost, but I do understand somewhat where he's coming from. So he must be a bass player, a musician. So thank you so much for the $5. You did not have to give me $5 to explain that, dude, but I do greatly appreciate it.
I want to know more about the adventures of Shirtless Girl that past Mr. Dan is talking about. Is that like the perils of Gwendolyn in the land of the Yik Yak? God rest her soul, Tawny Katane.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? It's funny because I've been listening just like it's funny because YouTube is like you type in certain music you want to listen to, right? And then if you listen long enough, you're doing your work, you're getting lost in your work. Then all of a sudden YouTube goes on these tangents, right?
Just starts throwing stuff in there.
And all of a sudden all these Whitesnake videos, like I'm on the fence with Whitesnake. I think they're okay. But you know what? That Tanya Katane or whatever her name is.
Tawny Katane.
Holy shitballs, man.
Yeah.
And so you're like working like this, right? And then all of a sudden you're like,
yeah, I will let that girl dance on my super expensive sports car in her white flowing gown. I'm all right with it.
Okay, well let's get Bob in here. Hey Bob, what's up, my friend?
Someone's talking about boobs.
I think you found the wrong stream.
No. We're not talking boobs. We're talking ice cream.
Oh well, I can't be here then.
Swollen swollen, massive jugs.
Ice cream and puppies. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So,
Swollen massive jugs.
Yes.
The Pope is a manga fan. Everybody's a manga fan now.
Yeah, everybody's buying manga. Hey, there's Peter Gilmore. I invited Peter in. If you want to come in, Peter, you got the link. I'm the Pope of Comicsgate. Oh, well, we got the Pope here, at least in the chat.
Yeah, shoot it to Peter. Did you send it to Mandy too?
No, but Peter, if you want to send it to Mandy.
Fourth the Wizard.
Yes. Clint is the Pope of boobs. I'm
all right with that. I can be the deacon.
I can be the deacon.
The Archbishop of bosom.
I'm a little embarrassed. Bob, this is my
I know, this is awkward. Trish. Is it like they're a movie you could go watch?
Look at the sweet little picture
I know. Uncle Art, what's happening?
Oh, Uncle, I thought you were so above board. No, I'm a pig. I'm sorry. Lugnut 6 says boobs a lot.
Boobs a lot.
We're never going to get to your campaign.
Oh, that's fine. Comic book boobs. I love you changed your name. That's awesome. Well, and last night, right when I got on, Mandy and Peter Mandy had promised some sort of giant bush, and then we wanted to deliver. So I did a variant
Giggity.
of the 70s bush variant of the very rare Blue Bombshell cover. And then people started saying that it looked like Cookie Monster popping out of her costume. So it went downhill rapidly from there.
Yeah.
Blue Bombshell is now at $29,025.
Are you kidding? So 30K is going to happen tonight.
Yeah, we're right there.
Well, you know what? I'm going to pause here on the chat because you guys are like just cracking me up here. But let's give everybody a peek at the Blue Bombshell so they know what we're talking about and possibly can throw some money your way, Clint. How about that?
Yeah, hey. I am not opposed to any of those things.
I like money flying. So let's start here. Should we start with the video, or you want to start talking, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, no, let's just start talking. And I always save the video for the end. I'm not sure why, but Blue Bombshell is one of the classiest Comicsgate comics out there. I think everybody appreciates the level of sophistication and finery. This is like something you would get from like the British theater. Maybe Sir Ian McKellen would like play one of the roles in this.
Very highbrow. He would do it in drag.
Yes. That's what the Blue Bombshell is. And then just
just to back up, that's not too far of a stretch for that guy.
Yeah, no. He'd love every second of that. He'd love to be a character. He'd love to be a character in drag in the Blue Bombshell. But no old men in drag in my comic book. Nothing but hot 20-year-old super gals with giant heaving bosoms. That is what my comic book is about. It is a superhero comic book, a superhero adventure comic book. It is warnings, adult content and nudity is included in this book. This is the comic book when you're like hit 13 and like you like kind of maxed out on your maturity level as a guy. We're all 13 going on 43. This is the comic book you like would share with your buddies and like laugh about and look at all the hot chicks with their giant cans. So that is what that is my target demographic. That is what this book is aimed at. This book is fun. This book is spit in the face to any SJW trying to like take the fun and enjoyment out of comics. This is the kind of stuff I grew up on. The Bad Girl comics, Heavy Metal, Penthouse comics, all that old stuff that was just a ton of fun, beautiful artwork, great stories, lots of adventure, and hot babes. You're going to get that from every page of this comic. That's what I'm shooting for. No messages, no political or any of that crap. Just fun, enjoyable comics. And from the response, it seems like people love it. I'm super appreciative of everybody who's backed it and want to push it over 30,000 tonight so I can get every backer one of those hologram cards. They're like super cool. I saw them on Aerith Saga. as his campaign, and he showed me where to get them. So I definitely want to get all the backers that really freaking cool card. And so, yeah, let's push it over 30K tonight. We're closing out tonight at 2 a.m. in the morning. So the countdown is on. And don't make me break into Europe this early, because, I mean, there's going to be some final countdown in some Europe and probably a little bit more Whitesnake going on tonight.
Yeah. And you guys, every one of these covers and drawings, they come with the censored stickers on them. So don't worry.
What would be really cool is if I could like somehow print like a sticker that didn't like peel the paper and like send the comics out, and then like each individual backer got to peel their sticker off themselves. That little extra bonus.
You know what? If you still had time, man, that'd be an awesome stretch goal. You could peel back the censor.
Yeah,
or you could call it. Oh, okay. Here, hey Trish, cover your ears. You could call it "fuck the censors," right?
Yes, exactly.
They could peel back the censor sticker.
No, scratch and sniff, Peter Gilmore.
No,
we're going there right away.
If you're scratching, then there's something wrong. No scratching, sexy girl.
It's not in mint condition once you start scratching at it.
You just devalued your comic.
That is like CGC 6.3.
Yeah, so this campaign looks amazing. Here's some of the interior pages. So you can see it's a lot of fun. It's also like a little bit of a parody of superheroes too, because each one of these characters looks like a stand-in for Justice League or Legion of Superheroes or Avengers, stuff like that.
Yep, I'm not subtle about my influences. I'm pretty heavy-handed with all this stuff. So it's like this could easily be like a version of the multiverse, and you can kind of see impressions of other characters. So like everything is familiar. It's that familiar superhero universe you're used to. It's just slightly different enough to keep me from getting sued, hopefully. So
yeah, I like it stylistically too. It changes style. Like there's like little Kirby influence on the tech in the background. There's a little, Kevin McGuire stuff going on. And
I'm a sponge when it comes to artists. Like I just I let so much, and like it changes as I go. I let so many artists filter through me, and maybe in the long run, it's a detriment to me that I didn't like establish my own style. But I'm always like fluid. Like there's always a feel I want for a certain type of project. So I kind of switch back and forth between styles, whether that's good or bad. It's just who I am.
No, it's cool.
It kind of reminds me of FemForce Died Up to 11.
Oh yeah,
remember that book?
Remember FemForce? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So it's like FemForce. Like I said, it's like FemForce Died Up to 11.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. That was like an old indie publisher too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one of the longest running indie books for a long time.
Okay, I knew the name.
So just Savage Land.
Oh yes, I think that I don't think Jim realized what that image somehow that's like one of those comic book images. I saw Walt Simonson posted his Thor 337 cover this week on Twitter with all the stickers and the tape and all the whiteout and everything. And it was like, that was when everybody hits that spot in high school where they discover girls and they quit collecting comics, kind of like about 11th grade there. It usually happens for a lot of people. Yeah. That was the one comic I kept collecting. I made sure I went and got a subscription to Marvel. It was the only subscription I ever had because I kept collecting Walt Simonson's Thor run while he was doing it, because I'd gotten 337 all the way through the whole Beta Ray Bill storyline, so I didn't want to miss out on any of that stuff. But this is another image that kind of infiltrates everybody, is that Rogue in the Savage Lands thing.
Yeah. Just a side note, I remember having a conversation with Walter Simonson, and I said there's a few issues of Thor that I didn't get when it came out originally. He goes, "Oh, okay," and he didn't say anything to me. We had already been working with each other, so we already had my mailing address. So the next thing I know, every Thor in the run he sent to me. It was so cool, man.
This is what's so cool with hanging out in you and your channel, Art, is like, it's like I'm talking about collecting Walt Simonson Thors in high school, and you're like, oh yeah, I talked to Walt, and he just sent me this whole run.
I still have them, yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, you don't give that up. So here's some more of the interior page. Look at how much fun. There's like a 4-armed gorilla. He's got two tech arms, lizards with human bodies. This is just great stuff, man.
And everything. Like I'm like not. I want to have a fun story, but I also want to throw everything in the kitchen sink in there. Like I'm like, I want action on every page. I want wild ideas on every page. I want wild design characters, like classic cliched sci-fi stuff with like talking gorillas and dinosaur men and all that kind of stuff. And then to make sure that it sells a bunch of topless girls too. My business plan is succeeding. And so with the $200 and I think the $125 tier, so there's the adult art sketchbook. This is going to have all of the retro covers, the character designs, pinups, all the kind of fun extra stuff is going to be in the art book here. So this is something you definitely want to get along with the variant covers. The girls here are helping me, working hard to help me sell the cover there. Again, unfortunately, there's no censor stickers you'll get to peel off. It'll just be bare breasts on there when you get them. But
oh darn,
yeah. But all the fun extras, all the extra artwork, the Tromboner retro cover, which we're coming up on, which like I kind of think Blue Bombshell 2, I'm gonna have to do some sort of like Tromboner spin-off, like one shot kind of thing, because he seems to have been really popular. Like I'm not gonna have a ton of great ideas in my lifetime, but I'll be pretty proud if Tromboner kind of catches on with people.
What if you get like a bunch of Tromboner fan art and stuff?
Well, and that's the crazy thing is you don't think about fan art, but there's been a ton of Blue Bombshell fan art. There's been a ton of Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch fan art. And as a creator, that's the coolest thing, is seeing other artists excited about your project enough where they draw their own version of it. Every time I see that, I'm like, I'm so glad I came over to Comicsgate. I'm so glad I found Comicsgate, because the fan base is just awesome, and it's a ton of creative people. It's a ton of fun fans that love comics in kind of the same way that I do. So it's just been a blast.
Hey, I have a question for everyone.
And I think
go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember the last time we talked about this cover right here is my favorite one, man. This like throwback cover. Yeah.
No, everybody has loved this cover, and I stole a lot of it. I will freely and fully admit. If you go through some Miss Marvel back issues, you're going to see. But it was perfect. I wanted to do kind of an old school homage cover, but I wanted to be like kind of tongue in cheek with everything I'm doing with Blue Bombshell. And then it just goes to show you how like blatant some of these old 70s covers were, because I did not change a whole lot on this cover.
He just added the trombone.
Yep, I put the tromboner in there. I changed the colors to blue, but it was still a giant rocket between the bad guy's ass, blasting the superheroine right in the ass.
Yeah, but I love this cover, man.
It's perfect. It was perfect for what I was looking for. So
my favorite part of this is just like my imagination goes crazy, because I'm thinking, how did this epic battle begin? And then it finishes out in space. Like, the tromboner, you know what I mean? Like, he's out in space blowing musical notes at the heroine.
How powerful is that trombone?
It's like his battle cry, "You've been boned."
But here's the question. Here's the question I want to read. Okay. Can the Maiden of Might handle the maestro of music's deadly pocket rockets?
So,
I got news for you. That's no pocket rocket.
so this season, how about a villain named Blue Balls in book 2?
Oh yeah.
Blue Balls meets Blue Bombshell.
He can
Tromboner with his young ward Blue Balls.
Yeah, he can just never get any.
You know what would be awesome if
man.
Blue Balls actually negates Blue Bombshell's powers? Like when they come in contact,
Yeah.
he just
Like-
takes her powers away from her.
He's like, I've had these blue balls for a while. I'm fine with letting him sit there.
I'm gonna harsh everyone's mellow with my blue balls. Okay, this is the one I like. The John.
Well, and then, like,
Yeah.
the tromboner cover the retro cover was such a hit. I'm like, I've got to follow that up with something. So, and like my ideas were just kind of percolating, and I saw the old Crisis of Infinite Earths Flash cover where the Flash is like on the ground, and you can like looking at him through the anti-monitor's legs. You can go. I think it's like Crisis of Infinite Earths number 6. And then, of course, I had my Sister Power character that I wanted to kind of do more fun stuff with, just because I thought I was a genius creating an alternate reality sister version of Luke Cage. So, and hence the Man Called a Tripod was born. And like it was a little bit of a bitch. It was a little bit of a bitch trying to like lay out the page so everything worked right, but I think I kind of pulled it off because I mean that's a strong middle shape down the middle. It kind of like it kind of screws everything up, but I think I pulled it off pretty well.
I think it works. Yeah, indeed. I really, out of all the characters that you came up with, though, I think Sister Power is my favorite.
Just pure genius. I think so.
Yeah, I have a thing for like cool afros, man. The ones that are drawn. Like I know that every once in a while, you know, they come back, and I think there are some women that are sporting the pros again.
Yeah,
Sister Power played by Pam Grier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love me some Pam Grier, so that is heavily influenced on all that stuff that I'm working on.
Maybe she can take care of Blue Balls.
I'm betting she can.
She's making like a parody of remember that terrible character that Bendis came up with, Gold Balls.
No. Oh God, no.
Oh my God, it's basically a dude that like when he gets excited, he just like expels gold balls.
No God.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's like his Blue Balls. He's powerful unless you touch him. And he's like, oh
no God.
He expels all his balls and he's like loses his power.
And that's the stuff Bendis could get away with. I was like, no other creator. He was making Marvel so much money, he kind of had free reign to kind of do what he wanted. And like,
I want to make a dude whose power is balls.
Well, Martin's asking Black and White when? Soon, my friend. Very soon.
Absolutely.
And I think someone said that they backed someone said they backed for the second time to help push it. So you're at $29.55.
Well, that's what I was going to do. I was just going to reveal that. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, my phone just dinged a couple times in a row there. So backers are jumping on, and God bless you all.
Yeah, so let's go back here and get an update here. So we're at 28,995. That's where we started.
$5 from 29,000.
Yeah, 358 backers. Let's hit the refresh.
Dun, dun, dun. 29,000.
Yeah,
nice.
Under 1,000 away from 30K. I think we're gonna make it for sure. And we're not even our first hour. We're not even the first hour of the show. So pretty good, Clint.
Awesome, man. Thank you, chat. Thanks everybody out there in Comicsgate, man. Love y'all. Love being a part of this movement because like Comicsgate really was a natural thing that happened. And like when something happens kind of like that just on its own, it's kind of special. There's a lot of shit nowadays is just kind of like formulaic, or somebody's like making a move, or there's a company behind it that's pushing something. There's money behind it. There's an agenda. Comicsgate happened totally because of the fans. Like, there's hardcore comic book fans out there that love Marvel and DC comics and hated what Marvel and DC were doing. And this is a reaction to that. And I love being a part of it. I love making fun comics, and that's what the fans are looking for. That's how they got alienated from these companies, and how they're kind of Marvel and DC are falling by the wayside. And it's just natural selection. If you're not going to give the customer what they want, guess where? The customer's going somewhere else. Jelly Girls called the A-Cops.
Oh, I couldn't resist, man.
I don't draw a ton of flat-chested girls in my comics for some weird reason.
It doesn't sell.
It does not sell. I've got awkward stories about flat-chested girl.
Well, one of the things
did not get into it.
Yeah, we'll get back and we'll play the video and everything. And
we can bounce around. I'm good with everything.
No. I know that Bob's got some great image.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things I thought would be fun is, in the spirit of things, we would show some of our favorite comic book artists that draw like great looking women.
Mm-hmm.
And also just some great looking women. I found a top 25 and top 30 females. So in comic books. So I thought maybe we could start with that, and then we can get into some of the more like whatever, because we all have like specific artists and specific like characters, like female characters that we think are just, incredibly, sexy. So I think this will be interesting to see what, Clint's picks are and what Bob's are.
I want to grab a couple
boobs.
I wanted to find a couple of Rob's old swimsuit ones from the 90s, because Rob wasn't comfortable necessarily drawing the babes.
Well, I might have one of mine from the day too.
Nice.
Yeah. So let me get this, man. Bob, thank you so much.
Wow.
Just got Bonds Volume 1. The drive looks great. Is that Miriam? Is that how you say it?
Miriam.
Yeah.
I think I did a show with her one time, and she's an amazing artist. She's got, it's a wolf, kind of like wolf themed book, but like beautiful art in it. Everybody should definitely check that out.
Yeah, she was on my show, and she's very shy, but I've caught her on a couple of live streams. She's starting to really, come into her own, not just her artwork, but just, as a YouTuber as well.
Yeah.
So that's
it's not always easy for everybody putting yourself out there. Not everybody is a drunk, gregarious 40-plus-year-old dude who doesn't really care what anybody thinks of him anymore.
Yeah.
It took me a little longer than you, Clint, to get there. I got to read this Bad Mojo art. I collected a 90s black and white, and I'm looking forward to see what you do with that book in 2021. The Blue Bombshell is idealistic art to the max. Indeed, man. It's just fun escapism. It's just fun. Yeah. Don't take this shit too seriously, you guys. Just have fun, man.
Mm-hmm. That's the emphasis, man. That's the thing that's missing in most mainstream comics today is fun. Just fun.
Eric Hutfeld says Miriam is working on Sunsword comics now, so she's doing more stuff in Comicsgate. So that's awesome.
Yeah, she's working with Red Gaze.
Red Gaze.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So Bob changed his screen name to Boob, comic book Boob.
I'm all about the sweater meat.
All right, let's do this, and let's go through and see what other people think is hot. Okay, so I don't know what site this is. Raw material. Okay.
Oh God, it's gonna be. I can already tell from the first couple of images.
Yeah, it's really conservative. I have some other ones too, but I just thought this was funny. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is this why? So they're saying Invisible Woman is number 1?
Yes.
Are they high?
Maybe Jessica Alba, which was a terrible version of Invisible Woman.
There have been versions of Sue Storm that were hot, but not. What
was the?
I would put her in top 10.
The
one from the 90s.
Yeah, what was the costume to where Ryan I can't remember. I want to say
Paul
Matt
Ryan.
Ryan, but that's not right.
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, and he did like the cutout of the 4, gave her the boob window, and I'm like, and he was. I met him at a convention, and he was a super nice guy. But he was like a very like classic artist, and like I think he was super uncomfortable with what he was drawing there at that point.
Yeah, that was really, really sexualized. And do you remember the John Byrne? When didn't she go like dark or something? Like
started with an M.
It was what was the character?
He was all like leathered up and spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like malfeasance or malicious or something like that.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to Sue Storm's powers, and this is where John Byrne was really smart. I mean, he's smart in a lot of ways, and he's an amazing artist. I'm a huge John Byrne fan. But like Sue Storm's powers are probably some of the most powerful powers in the Marvel universe, because like if the Hulk comes at her, she can just like throw an invisible bubble around his head and suffocate him.
She choke him out. Yeah, that's actually how they've beaten him a couple times.
Yeah, it works temporarily, but it does work. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't disagree with Emma Frost being number 2. I do disagree with this image of
that version of her.
The art choices that they're picking.
Oh, it gets better, man. This is weird. That's why I chose this one. Okay, that Wonder Woman is really cool. It's not necessarily sexy Wonder Woman, but it is a cool,
This is aimed at SJWs for like their hot girl characters.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, look at this. Look at this.
Sif is number 5.
Danielle Baptiste. There are images of her where she is hot. This is not one of them.
Okay, I'm hearing an echo when Bob talks. Do you hear that, guys?
Yeah, I'm hearing it when you talk too.
Oh, yeah, I just heard when Bob talks now.
Okay, do you guys have headphones? I'm going to grab mine.
Yeah, I have headphones.
I have headphones. Let's see what happens when I plug them in. I haven't really tried them yet.
Yeah, this number 6 is just horrible. And then Spider-Woman, I don't know, for some reason, Spider-Woman is kind of sexy. And I think it's just the skin-tight outfit.
I have a Spider-Woman in my selection of art, but I bet you can guess who drew it.
Is it Manera?
Well, him and one other guy.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know where you're going with that. With Frank Cho, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Stargirl. I don't know about Stargirl. I can
Stargirl.
When was Stargirl ever hot?
Isn't she like 16?
Yeah, she's a little kid. Yeah.
That's just creepy.
That's entrapment, man.
Okay, yeah. Laura Croft when Top Cow was doing her and Michael Turner was drawing her, that was hot. This is not hot.
Adam Hughes, Laura Croft covers. Hell yeah.
Yeah, look at this Jean Grey. Look at this. That almost looks like fan art. I'm sorry whoever drew that, but it kind of looks like fan art to me.
That's some bad art.
Yeah.
Black Canary. Again, none of these like Jim Lee, like in that Frank Miller Batman, he did a nice Black Canary in there.
Ed Benes. Ed
Benes always killed it. Ed Benes always killed it on Black Canary.
And
Mira can go to hell.
I mean, she's not even an interesting character in comics. Like the chick who plays her in Aquaman is hot, but she's like, ask Johnny Depp how crazy she is.
Yeah. Well, crazy equals hot, or hot equals crazy. So remember Dream Girl? Was it Dream Girl? She was hot in Legion.
I was going to say, is that Legion of Superheroes?
Yeah, but not this version.
Like, is she naked in that picture?
Well, again, wasn't she like really young?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, all the people in Legion are young.
All the Legions they're like teenagers. It's a little creepy.
But I'm sorry, I was a teenager when I read it, so.
And Huntress again when Ed Benes was doing doing Birds of Prey, or like the Jim Lee the Hush version of Huntress.
Yeah. This is where I have a problem. Kitty Pryde is never hot.
Never.
She was never hot, and she's a kid.
Yeah, she's like the teen version of the X-Men. Even in the later years, where like, then she's like a teacher, so she's older. But it's like,
God.
Kitty Pryde is like, to me, Kitty Pryde is always like a teenager. So like,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
She's always going to be the kid that was crushing on Colossus.
Yes, yeah, Peter and Kitty.
Okay.
She's
Also,
got her-
okay, she's a kid and she was never sexy.
Not even remotely.
Cute as a kid, but
Nope.
never sexy. And then Black Widow, they don't even have the cat suit from like the 70s. You know,
Yeah.
they got this suit, which is
like
kinda
the
boring.
like the version that Jim Lee did in that X-Men 260.
And I mean, there's so much good Black Widow art, and then they chose this, and it's like,
Those Adam Hughes pieces, holy shit!
oh yeah, the
Oh,
covers
my God,
Adam Hughes
man.
did for the latest series are just.
It comes to hot women.
He's
Okay,
amazing.
Talia is smoking hot, but not necessarily here either.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Claire
they're
Bennett?
really digging Claire Bennett from Hero.
She's not even really a comic book character. She's a television character that they did a comic book of.
Yeah,
And she's at 18.
She's in high school. Yeah, she's a cheerleader in high school.
Oh,
yeah. So I think they're trying to be like SJW here, but they're just making it worse because some of these choices are like little kids.
Yeah.
The dude had set up this article I would keep an eye on.
Michael makes a good point. Kitty Pryde seemed to be like a weird thing for like guys like Warren Ellis and Bendis.
They got off on that shit.
Yeah.
The nerdy girl from high school.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I'm going to go one step to Chris Claremont and Jubilee. I thought there was some weird stuff going on there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they loved making sure that old as hell Wolverine always had a teenage girl trotting around behind him, like just worshiping on him. But
yeah,
am I the only one that had an issue with this whole thing with Jean Grey? Because when he meets Jean Grey, she's really young.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, every chick that Wolverine meets is way younger than him.
Well, yeah, but she's like the first time that. No. I think she's like barely more than a teenager when he meets her the first time.
Did they change it? I'm talking about the like original like new X-Men stuff. She was older.
Yeah, I would say when Wolverine meets Jean Grey, she's in her 20s. I would say she's somewhere between 21 and 25.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. I do have to say, Barbara Gordon, the original Barbara Gordon, not that because I think Batgirl was created for the 66 TV show. She wasn't created in the comics, but when they brought her in the comics, she was a librarian. And there is something about, I don't know what it is, but there is like that fantasy about the hot librarian, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought it was kind of cool. Like they built in like this little fantasy with Barbara Gordon. Like she's this demure kind of librarian, and she wears glasses and she's a bookworm, and then she dons on this costume and goes kicks ass. I always thought that was kind of sexy and cool.
No, that's how comics should be. Like that's the fun stuff in comics.
Yeah, like Barbara in her original and her like that right there. That version of Barbara is actually pretty hot. That travesty purple outfit that they gave her, screw that thing.
Yeah, and Elektra, I don't even know who this is. Like,
and I never found Elektra sexy, but like story wise, Elektra is such a major character in Daredevil. But only that original Frank Miller storyline. After that, they butchered it.
When Joe Mad did that Wolverine, that really short Wolverine comic he did, the version of Elektra that he had in there was pretty hot.
I have to disagree. I with Clint. Like in the day, like Elektra was hot, but she was kind of crazy, scary hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she wasn't approachable hot. Like you have to be like messed up to hang out with, with Elektra, like mentally.
Yeah, you're right.
This version that you're seeing right here, she basically in the Daredevil comic, she took over as Daredevil while he's in prison.
Yeah.
And that's
this is like 19 iterations after the Frank Miller version, and the Frank Miller version is really the only one that ever matters.
Yeah. Well, this is not Elektra at all. I don't know who this character is in this image, but so
Betsy Braddock.
Betsy Braddock, not that like
not even Psylocke. It's Betsy Braddock.
Yeah, they broke them apart in the comics, which sucks because you're not allowed to have the Jim Lee version.
Oh god!
Which is the hottest version. Dude, that freaking pinup I mean, hey, Mac, let me share this so you can show these people this thing. That pinup that Jim Lee did for the very first Marvel swimsuit issue.
Oh,
That friggin' her in the gold bikini.
oh yeah, I think I pulled that up too.
Yeah,
or no, I saw
on.
you posted earlier. Yeah. Jim knew how to do like the swimsuit pinup. He was
Psylocke. That is Psylocke.
Indeed, he do. Yes,
that is the real Psylocke right there, man.
Yeah, Betsy.
And you remember when Jim drew women like this?
A healthy amount of side boob there.
Yeah. That is Psylocke. So,
and you got to know your anatomy to work that arm up into the shoulder to make it not look awkward. Like that's like in your
there you
anatomy.
go. That I've got that one on my in my folder here too, man. Was that in the that in the second issue?
I think so.
Second,
yeah,
the second Marvel swimsuit.
You can see the fold right across the boobs right there. Something like this is like it must be from the original artwork because this scan is pretty good. I found this online.
Your old school signature is so close to AAT. That Freg is made popular now.
I think I have the color version of that.
Well, if you have it, share it. Yeah.
God damn, that's gorgeous.
Thanks. Yeah. Me in the day. Yeah. I was really flattered that I got the centerfold.
Oh, that was the centerfold for that book, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And what cracks me up is that Adam Hughes is in that book too, and I think, how did this happen? Adam Hughes should be the pinup on every swimsuit.
Oh man,
I scratched my head at some of the editors back in those days because I still think a lot of editors don't realize the artists that they have, like the talent, like they just kind of look at it as getting the job done. Yeah, and it's like all of it is just pages going over their desk, and they're just working for Friday. Not every editor, obviously. There's obviously exceptions to the rule, but yeah, like sometimes you'd see like just beautiful artwork and not getting acknowledged, and it's just like, dude, put a little bit of the effort that the fans love. There's a reason these artists are as popular as they are.
Okay, I have to ask you, what is Gypsy Hot?
Oh, Gypsy. She was Gypsy Hot. Gypsy was a character in the old Justice League.
That was never hot.
She always wore like super baggy skirts and like she dressed like a gypsy from Hungary.
Yeah, she actually looked like a gypsy. Yeah.
Yeah, like Adam Hughes drew her and she wasn't hot. That's how unhot Gypsy.
That's how unhot she is.
Like Fire and Ice were cute. Gypsy was not hot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to
the list
to our most hot. Okay, so Betsy Braddock, we're giving a thumbs down. Rogue, definitely thumbs up, right?
Rogue, we're getting to the hot chicks, but still the artwork that they're using is it's fine. It's fine enough for comic book art, but not if you're showing them hot. Okay, Rogue and Power Girl, 2 thumbs up. Carol Danvers, before she became Brie Larson, yes.
Yeah, watch yourself with this Power Girl image.
Yeah, because that's the most recognized version of Power Girl, the Bart Sears version.
Yeah, I drew this. This is my artwork.
No, that's you there.
Yeah.
Oh nice. Shoot, I can't like it's just
That's why.
Okay. Once I zoom in on it,
I was like, watch yourself.
I said she was hot. I was ripping on Carol Danvers.
Watch yourself, Clint.
I'm 49 and I'm looking at something that's an inch wide.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah.
You're lucky I can tell it's Power Girl.
Yeah. So we got Carol Danvers here. We have
Miss Marvel. Yes, Carol Danvers. No.
And then this Catwoman. Where the hell do they find this?
Yeah. Of all the tons and tons of hot Catwoman pinups that are out there.
And Catwoman's the honorable mention. Like they have Huntress before Catwoman?
Yeah, where's the Jim
Catwoman.
Ballant Catwoman?
Oh yeah, there we go. If you want to see Jim Ballant,
that should be close to number one.
Oh my gosh, you went there.
How is Jim Ballant not a part of Comicsgate?
Oh,
like has anybody thrown?
Because
Somebody
he's
needs to
been
throw a lifeline up to Jim Ballant and say, "Come on over, the water's warm." That dude's still doing his tarot book, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been doing that book forever, so I don't think he really thinks he needs to.
He probably doesn't even need Comicsgate, but we'd love to have him over here because that guy's the bomb, man.
Yeah,
I like.
Yeah, he does really well. Like I see him in San Diego. He's always got its own like booth, like right on the end cap and stuff like that. He and his wife run that, that publishing company.
They've got it locked down, I think, to just like an efficient business, and like we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're making really good money at it, and why change anything?
He did that way before. Like he went indie.
Oh, he was
long time ago.
He did it in like the early 2000s. Like once he stopped, like I think he left DC after Catwoman because he just went out on his own. He had built his fan base. He was Comicsgate 20 years before Comicsgate existed.
Yeah, definitely. And we have to give Billy Tucci, my professional, pal, like one of the original bad girl artists.
Oh
in
yeah,
the 90s. For sure, yeah. She was pretty amazing, and it's weird because like she was one of those characters, very very sexy, but there was story and there was respectability to the character.
Oh yeah,
which I think like characters like Laura Croft, things like that. Like there are characters that have that, like they're really great characters, but they're also just incredibly sexy.
Oh,
yeah. I think just to touch on tarot again, I think they're over 100 issues at this point. Well over.
Oh, he's been doing it forever. So
yeah,
that wouldn't
I think it's like
surprise me
103 or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, dude, man, friggin' she is one of the original bad girls, man. Right there with Vampirella and Lady Death.
Yeah, those three are kind of the trifecta of that early 90s when bad girls exploded, and then they were at the forefront.
Witchblade.
Yeah, Witchblade is right.
On Witchblade. Oh my
dude,
God.
I gotta bring this image up here, man. This is one of the most iconic bad girl 2-page spreads, man.
Yeah, you guys start get me some artwork, and we'll start showing off some artwork
right here. There. That when Michael Turner first hit on that book, man, that 2-page spread sold that book for like the next 25 issues.
Oh, Michael Turner's. Oh yeah, I remember these 2 pages.
Yep. It's like, and here's the thing: you couldn't do this book today.
No way. You could do it in Comicsgate. You couldn't do it in.
Well, yeah, you could do it in Comicsgate. You couldn't do it anywhere else.
Yeah, this may have influenced a young Clint Helinski.
I was fortunate enough to show my artwork to Michael Turner at a convention in Minneapolis. He was like the guest of honor at the convention.
Yeah,
and I don't even remember when this was, but like I was doing tons of cross hatching. I was trying to kind of mimic Travis Charest and a lot of Wildstorm stuff, and he was like down with what I was doing and gave me a great portfolio review and wanted to talk to me more. I was super stoked about it. Nothing came up. Like literally the week after I talked to him is when he left Top Cow, and all of that stuff kind of happened where he created what was his Aspen, where he created Aspen. Like it was literally the week after I talked to him at the convention, he left Top Cow. So, but yeah, no, it was a treat for me to talk to him about my art, and I mean, he's an amazing artist.
We're talking about bad girl art, Lady Death. Let me share. I got a Lady Death image here.
Well, I don't know if I've seen this one before. The skeletons grabbing the ass is awesome.
Yeah, this is Ebass. It's Eric.
Ebass is awesome.
Basalgi. There's another guy that's like, I don't know why he's not in CG.
Yeah, he should be. He's a friend. He actually, I think his brother has done photo shoots with my daughter. My daughter's a bit of a model.
Oh, cool.
They've done photo shoots together in California. Yeah, so this is, speaking of my daughter, this is a piece that we did for for Brian Polito's Lady Death. This was like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Amanda did. I did a layout. She did like these pencils. I finished the pencils up and then inked it, and then Thomas Mason did the color work on it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Nice.
Love the hair. Love the hair. Like Blue Bombshell. Lady Death, it's like you got to nail the hair and get that kind of feel for it. The hair looks awesome.
Yeah, that big like 90s hair that what's his name? Hughes, who used to do the interior art for it.
Stephen Hughes.
Stephen Hughes,
yeah. Artist. Yeah.
Like that like he had that huge peak. Yeah.
He made it work though. Yeah.
I've seen Art Adams like in the day. Art Adams did a cover or something, and he mimicked the hair, but it was like Art Adams detail, and it was like, holy shit! I always thought the hair was a little weird, but then
it was a little weird. But Art Adams can always make it work.
I was like, yeah, that's somehow it fits, right? Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Art Adams,
there's
a guy that likes his boobs, man.
Oh, God bless Art Adams.
Yeah, let's share this real quick. Clint.
That's one of mine. And this is my homage in Blue Bombshell, but this is Jim's second take on Rogue and the Savage Lands.
Yeah, I actually have the first one this year. Yeah.
Yeah, but just another really awesome piece, and Jim was real careful with how that loincloth fell at that up angle there, because it could be a little tricky on you if you're not careful.
Yeah, you might get some 70s Bush action.
But the original, there was no loincloth. There you go.
Yeah. And that's the one. That's the one that got everybody going, and it's just a great piece.
Yeah.
This is Scott on him here. I'm assuming this isn't you, Art.
No, I was coming in about this time, but I did ink Jim when he was kind of still in that Art Adams phase, so you can still see it here. Kind of like you can see the Michael Golden kind of Art Adams.
The little bit bigger eyes, they're a little rounded more. And
are you sure you didn't do this one, Art? I thought you did do this one.
It looks real familiar, but I can't really. Some of that stuff I can't claim.
I think I'm pretty sure you did do this one, because I think that's why I picked it. Give me a second.
I don't know what issue number it is.
Let's see here.
It seems so damn familiar, but it might seem familiar just because it's iconic.
Is it 275?
No, I think it's 270. No, it's like 260. No, 272 or something like that.
I did work on. Let me see if I can find.
Hang on, I got it right here.
This is another Rogue sexy. It might have the issue number on it.
Jim Lee, Wildcats, X-Men.
God, I'm not going to be able to read anything in this light.
Was it 274?
No, it's 269.
269? Really? That's
early. And you did do it. Yes, guest inker, Art T-Bear.
Oh, cool. Oh, here it is. It's in the book.
Yep, 269. There you go. By the way, also the only hot version of Miss Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's right. That's cool, man. I didn't even realize it.
I knew there was a reason I liked that one.
It's in. Let me turn this off here.
There you go. Yep.
Oh yeah, beauty.
Man. Wish I had my copy of that.
Look at the ass on Miss Marvel there, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Jim, he knew how to draw hot women, man.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and then there's the camera's not behaving itself. This book is unwieldy. There's this page, right?
Oh yeah, her splashing out of the shower.
Yeah.
Or no, it coming out of the what was that called?
Waterfall. The waterfall.
Yep, yeah.
That's when she came out of the Stage Perilous.
The Aborigine dude from Australia when he comes through the Surge Perilous.
The Stage Perilous, yeah.
Siege Perilous, yeah.
I dug that dude. I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
Chris Claremont was writing some wild shit. He had so many fucking storylines through that whole section of X-Men. Like Rogue was in the Savage Lands. All of a sudden, Magneto shows up. Lily Cheney is in the Shi'ar territory. Deathbird's got the X-Men all locked down.
Havoc was
Shadow King showed up.
Yeah, Havoc was he was with the magistrates in
Genosha. Yep. There was like 19 storylines going in like one X-Men comic. That was Chris Claremont in his prime right there.
I think the character's name was
Gateway. He had the bull roarer that he would whoop over his head and it would open the portals.
Yeah, I thought that character was cool looking, actually.
Yeah. It was some awesome.
That was one of my favorite. And a lot of people don't really like it, but the whole Australian Outback storyline thing that they had going. I liked that. I liked that whole thing.
I thought it was cool. I like when the X-Men get kind of not international, but when there's like different flavors, when they go different places,
absolutely,
things like that. They're out of their out of New York City or out of their
they're not just sitting at the mansion playing baseball in the backyard,
hanging out at the pool. Even though Jim did that pool shot of
pool shot's good once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the pool shot. You talk about this pool shot.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I did.
Talk about your hot babe. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there you go.
I remember. Okay, so I get this sent to me, and then Jim's like, "I need you to do some fixes on here," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Her arms are a little too muscular, and her thighs are a little too wide." So I actually did some reduction surgery on this chick.
They must have been thick because they're still pretty thick there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're still pretty damn thick as it is.
She must have looked like She-Hulk in the verse.
Dude, that whole page that's a part of, man, is so awesome because that's when Scott Summers was like starting to stray. His eye was wandering from him, and he's trying to talk. He's just like he's stammering every word.
And Jean Grey is there with him, right?
Oh, yeah. It's got to be a bitch when your mind starts straying and your girlfriend is a telepathic.
Awesome. He's like, I think that Charles Professor guy is.
Yeah, you're screwed.
He's like, boobs. Oh, man.
Okay, so I disavow Jim Lee. And Daniel says, Daniel Craig, the Daniel Craig, by the way, I do like the baseball games.
They were always fun.
What I like though is Jim actually changed it up and he had him play a basketball game.
Oh yeah, it was versus Wolverine.
Yeah, it was Gambit and Rogue versus Wolverine and Jubilee.
Yep.
I think I did ink some of that as well. I remember that.
I just remember that giant close up on Wolverine's face. It was like rendered to hell, and it looked gorgeous.
That cover when it was during the Omega Red thing.
Yeah, the Omega Red thing where they split the screen and it's Omega Red, and that one too is cool.
Yeah. So let's go back to Blue Bombshell. See where.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got a comment. All right, when we start doing this stuff, nothing else matters, man. I can talk about this all night long, and the world just floats away.
That's cool. Well, we promised we were going to show the video, so let's show the video here.
Dive into adventure with the Blue Bombshell.
Dive into adventure.
Superiors. With her amazing super strength, she only wishes the seams on her costume were as strong, especially against enemies like Murderer's Row, that she faces off against the world's most dangerous villains. The Blue Bombshell is an all-out action and scantily clad adventure. Danger, intrigue, and a whole lot of skin. Don't miss the Blue Bombshell.
I'm so proud of myself. And a whole lot of skin.
It's short, it's sweet. It gets to the point. All right, let's see where we're at here. 361. Oh, you got 2 more backers.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
You're like 680?
680.
Yeah.
680 away from 30 grand.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Comicsgate, thank you.
So that's an hour and a half. So how many backers is that? You start at 58, 59, 60. So you got 5 backers in an hour, a little over an hour and a half. Well, no,
Nice.
not even an hour and a half yet. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, we're probably about an hour in because we started a little bit after 8. So
yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. So
Good.
why don't you talk about some of the tiers a little bit here?
you bet. Hey, let me if I share my screen, I can zoom in on stuff a little bit easier.
No problem. No problem.
Let me see if that'll work here.
Hey, I'll be right
I'm
back
gonna-
while you
I'm
guys
gonna
are doing
take
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break too. I'm gonna get some water here.
You bet. Let me share the screen and I can talk and scroll through stuff at the same
no
time.
problem. Yeah,
How's that there?
it's all yours.
Perfect. Alrighty. And hey, thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out. I really do appreciate the Blue Bombshell. It is a superhero sex comedy adventure. This is putting the fun back in comics. The Blue Bombshell is the most powerful super babe in her universe, and her only problem that she runs into is that she can't find a costume that can contain her super powered rack. So we'll shoot through the video here first, and then I'll we just ran the video, so I'll run through the reward tiers. The featured tier here, this is where you get everything. All 3 variants. You get the regular variants, A and B. The adult variant that does include nudity. The print version will not be censored. And you also get the adult digital backup story. The adult digital backup story, the regular print versions are going to have nudity and adult content. The adult digital backup story is going to ratchet that up to 11. So there's just going to be more fun, more adventure, more nudity, more sexual situations that the Blue Bombshell finds herself in. This tier also includes the adult sketchbook. This is going to have all the retro covers in it, like the tromboner cover, the Man Called Tripod cover. There's going to be a lot of other stuff like that, sketches, character designs, hot pinups of the girls. So a lot of fun stuff there. You also, with this tier, the $200 tier, you get 2 original art sketches from me, 1 regular art sketch of the Blue Bombshell and 1 adult art sketch of the Blue Bombshell. So you're going to get original art with this tier, which, I mean, that's nice. Original art, including your reward, is always cool. You're going to get the trading card set and also the 3 regular prints plus 3 adult prints. Hey, Winston. So this one's got it all. Going after that, then you got your regular tiers here, the $25 cover A tier. That's my homage to the J. Scott Campbell cover there. I'm a huge J. Scott Campbell fan. I can't afford him to draw covers, so I kind of try to mimic his style. Same with Adam Hughes with the cover B. I'm a huge fan of his artwork. Adam Hughes, Terry Dotson, Frank Cho. Love those guys. Love that old school cheesecake kind of good girl artwork. So that's the cover B version here. What do you got, Winston? And at the $50 level here, you get both covers, the J. Scott Campbell homage and the Adam Hughes homage. At the $75 loot box level here, you get both covers plus the trading card set and 3 prints. I gotta make sure my cat's not eating something bad here.
Uh-oh. We lost Clint. Yeah, so when do we get
I'm back.
when do we get to see the exclusive G-spot or the elusive?
The what was that? The elusive what is it?
G-spot.
I don't know how to find that any better than any other guy.
There you go.
Right here is the $100 level. That's the trading card set plus the 3 color prints, and the $125 level that includes the art sketchbook too. So those are all the different levels. Again, the $200 level has got it all. Plus, you get the digital backup story and the 2 original art sketches. So a lot of bang for your buck with all of that. and you can kind of pick and choose depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a specific cover or if you want to get it all, there you go.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it looks great. The campaign looks amazing. And you said it's done already. So this is going to ship very, very soon as well, right?
Yeah, this book, you guys will be getting this book. I expect being at the printer kind of early November, starting shipping late November, December. I would love to get everybody this book before the end of the year. That's kind of the plan right now. The 48-page book is done. I'm working on the adult art sketchbook with the pinups and stuff like that, finishing that off, finishing the trading cards. But that stuff doesn't take a ton of time. I'm planning on having that kind of finished in September, October, going to print in November, shipping late November, early December. This is not a book that you're going to be waiting a year for. This is going to be coming out later this year.
Yeah, yeah. It looks great, man. And you're getting some backers, getting some attention. You guys keep in mind too. Is it midnight? What time is this closing? Because it's
2 a.m. So Central Time, 2 a.m. So that would be, what is it? 3 a.m. East Coast, midnight Pacific. Does that sound right? My time zones are always bad.
Okay. West Coast is 2 hours
Yeah,
earlier. East Coast is 1 hour later than we're at right now. So right now it's 10:30 on the East Coast.
Yeah. So it's 9:30 Central. So 2 a.m. Central, this will be shutting down. So definitely jump on board before then if you are interested. We want to hit that 30K stretch goal so everybody gets that holographic lenticular card. I want to see that thing for myself because it looks really cool. So want to make sure everybody gets that. So jump on board tonight.
And also, you guys, Bob just put the link in here. But just know the link is in the description as well. So, sometimes it's hard to keep track of the what's going on in the chat, but you guys can go in the description and click it and back Blue Bombshell now. Somebody asked earlier, Clint, if you're going to be in demand. Are you going to be in demand?
I think so.
Okay.
I would like everybody back tonight so we can push that and make sure that everybody gets that trading card tonight. But I also understand that maybe not everybody can get in there before 2 a.m. tonight. And I want everybody to have a chance to do that. So I will be going in demand. I'm not going to, kind of try and pretend I'm not. I'm going to go in demand. I want everybody to get the book. But backing it right now today is going to push it that much farther. And it's going to get us closer to that 40K stretch goal. I want everybody to get that Sword Maidens book. The Sword Maidens book is finished. So the harder we push right now, the closer it's going to get us to that 40K stretch goal too. And before we close out in demand, I want everybody to get that Sword Maidens comic too.
So you're going to keep the stretch goals into.
I'm going to keep stretch goals open in demand. So I want everybody to get the most bang for their buck. And so I would love everybody to get the lenticular card tonight. We hit that 30K stretch goal. And hopefully we can keep it in demand. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep it in demand. That's going to depend on how quick I get things finished because I don't want people waiting around. So there'll be some flexibility there. But I would also love for everybody to be able to get that bonus Sword Maidens comic with it. Because, every backer, if you back the $25 thing, you're going to get both comics plus the lenticular trading card if we hit all our stretch goals. So I want to, give everybody the best that they can get for what they're backing for.
Yeah, and I think that's very cool that you're going to keep the stretch goal items open in the in-demand shop, and that you guys can still work towards getting extras. And keep in mind, like it's not only like this 30K, you're going to get it, but then everybody, once it goes in demand, is going to get it too. So it's kind of like you're helping not only yourself, but you're helping people that come in later as well.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. That's why I think that those stretch goals, they're kind of like win-win scenarios, everybody wins. So whoever's coming in now to help you get to the trading card, 30K stretch goal, they're going to get it. And then the next people come in are going to help get to the 40, and then so on and so forth. I think that's great. So there is going to be a follow-up to Blue Bombshell, you think?
Oh yeah, no. With the response that I've had, I look forward to doing a lot more Blue Bombshell. It's a fun comic for me to draw. I love drawing superheroes. I love drawing kind of like a cheeky take on, like the Marvel and DC universes, like give it that alternate reality twist where you can like recognize stuff, but it's not exactly that stuff, and then it's my very dirty, vulgar take on that stuff with always a thought towards, being fun, getting a laugh out of it. I mean, comics are supposed to be fun. If you can't poke fun at Marvel and DC, what can't you poke fun at? So, yeah, I plan on doing definitely more Blue Bombshell coming up here.
Well, I want to see if you guys agree with. I got another top 30, I think. Hot females. Or, let's see if you guys agree with this.
I'm worried with how you.
I approach it.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I actually like this version of Catwoman.
Yeah. So it's already starting off. I think this is number 1. So it's already starting off with the plus. I know there's not a lot of skin with this outfit, but you know what? It's skin tight. So
yeah. And the thing is, you don't have to show off a lot of skin to be sexy. Like that's where, as an artist or like just a lady dressing, you can be sexy and you can wear like a full dress or anything. It's not always about just like stripping down naked.
Tawny Katane had a full dress on in that video.
Exactly.
Bringing it back around, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting into the true Emma Frost, the sexy Emma Frost.
Now I like the original costume that she had.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
John Burns.
John Burns version.
The bustier with like the fur robe,
and just basically the.
Is that me or is that you?
That's me. I'm trying to.
I thought we just walked into the strip club or something.
Yeah.
On the center stage, everybody put your hands together for cinnamon.
Because I like, and the thing was, it was sexy and everything, but there was a reason why the Black King made them dress like that. Because he didn't want them to be able to he didn't want them to be able to hide anything from him. He didn't want them to be able to hide weapons or anything, especially Emma Frost, because she was the psychic.
Yeah, that was Claremont and Byrne being on the same page about the whole Hellfire Club thing.
It sounds like a weird justification, but I'm along.
Hey, it works for me.
I'll go along with it.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And as long as you get this as a result, that's all. The bottom line, as long as the bottom line is met. Okay, so then we have Adam Hughes, Black Widow. There you go. And the reason, there was Emma Peel from the Avengers show, and I think she was one of the first that had those cat suits, skin tight cat suit outfits. Yeah. And I do believe that's what gave birth to the original Black Widow. And so Adam Hughes is having a little fun with Black Widow because she usually doesn't have this much cleavage showing.
Yeah. No, but the dude is a master of the lighting on latex. It's like those highlights. It's just black and white, basically what he's doing, but he uses it to perfect effect.
I like that Adam Hughes is also like, you're not going to really look at the chair, so why should I even try?
I'm not going to draw the chair.
That's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wonder Woman is number 3.
Brian Boland.
This Brian Boland cover, I know it looks kind of, I don't know, kind of boring now, but when this cover came out, holy shit, man.
It's a bold look for Wonder Woman. EVS would love this. He's a big Brian Boland fan.
Yeah.
I remember the Brian Boland covers with Wonder Woman. They were always very striking.
Yeah, and they gave her the curly hair. I think like George Perez, wasn't he like giving her the curly hair and stuff?
Oh yeah, she had big curls with Perez.
Yeah. So that's a very striking cover. Supergirl, I don't know. I never thought Supergirl was cute, hot, or anything. How did you
She
guys?
always like seems like kid sister to me. Like
Yeah.
Supergirl is Superman's kid sister. I'm not gonna mess with her.
Yeah,
Even if you,
I thought the only thing that she had going for her is like she had that cute little skirt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A nice touch, but it was also kind of like, yeah, she just seemed like a kid. Like you didn't really want to. Even when I was younger, I was never like, oh man, she's hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean that's not the hottest version there either. I think is that Art Germ or
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean it's a beautifully done version, but just like she looks like a teenager.
Yeah. And then there's of course
that's Dodson. I love Dodson stuff too.
Yeah. It's a low res image, but yeah, cool drawing.
Yeah. Great
that costume was kind of like it's a little bit between Catwoman and Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
And so then of course Rogue. They could have got it sexier. No, this image is I think this is that Olivier
okay.
or whatever, however you say his last name.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice image. She doesn't look super sexy, but
yeah, and
this is nice.
Dave Finch.
Yeah. I thought Finch, yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that's a great Psylocke.
There's a lot of movement, a lot of energy, very sexy.
Well, and it's just like when an artist knows what they're doing, it just like totally like instantly like you see it for 2 seconds, you're like, okay, yeah, this is a good image. Whether it's sexy or not, it's beautiful artwork, and then the artist knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a nice composition. And then I think this is Bennis. Was it you, Bob, that was mentioning Bennis? Is this Ed? No, who drew this? This is not.
I don't think that's Ed Bennis though. Not the face doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, there's better drawings of Black Widow, but
yeah. Her boobs are big and poking out, but doesn't necessarily make it sexy.
Yeah, but she's got those dead eyes.
Yeah, the face is real dull, like super dead eyes.
She's
like,
a little too drunk, you know.
Can you give me some more drugs? I need a fix. Like, oh, Christ, what happened to the Black Canary?
Yeah, and then we go from that to this, like,
that's rough.
This looks like fan art for sure.
That is rough.
Yeah, this is bad, but at least it's a boob in the right direction.
Yeah, they're trying.
And then what is this?
Cosplay?
It says Poison Ivy, and then it gets into this. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Hey, more power to them for having fun at the convention, but maybe not every girl needs to dress up as a superhero.
I don't think it should be on this list.
No.
And then they go to this.
Oh, J. Scott Campbell, is gonna draw you a sexy girl. And he loves the Mary Jane stuff, man. He's made more money off of Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy than Stan Lee did, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then they went with the cartoon version of Harley Quinn, which is cool. It's a cool nod.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Timm,
the original version of her.
Yeah.
Let's see how much it's changed.
And then we go.
That's Bennis there.
Yeah, this is Ed Bennis with some really bad coloring. So I think the coloring makes it look more like fan art.
Yeah.
But look at his hand coming forward. This is great.
Oh,
this one here. This one's like, you've seen that, but this one right here looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of Ed Bennis art lately.
So this is also the Jim Lee redesign of
her costume,
which is pretty cool. And then, of course, like Mystique should be on these, all of these lists. I always thought she was pretty sexy, even though she's got skin and no eyeballs.
And I do probably like the old John Byrne version of her costume, the blue on white. I mean, that worked visually. It worked way stronger.
Yeah, and this is Linsner.
Yeah,
so, he always draws great, sexy chicks. And so I guess you want to show the whole image. It just showed like he's got the sexy neck and shoulders.
Photo reference. Greg Land.
Maybe traced. I don't know.
And
so then, definitely Red Sonja's hot, and this is Bennis again. These are like the Bennis are like really low res. These aren't good skin.
Huh. But yeah, it looks great.
So they didn't use Adam Hughes. I don't know who.
No, how?
Mark
Yeah,
Brooks. What's his name?
yeah, it might be Mark Brooks. He kind of, I mean, it's Adam Hughes-esque, but like somebody that doesn't really kind of pull it off.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get it. Yeah, she looks a little silly.
Just a little too painted.
Yeah. And then of course Laura Croft, and this is Andy Park, I think.
Oh, Andy Park, yeah.
Yeah. So she's a little covered up, but that's okay. That's okay. Here's Electra.
That's nice.
This is the Electra. When I was saying she's sexy, this is the scary, sexy Electra. Look at that. Look at that.
I want to say I don't think it's Joe Mad, but I want to say it's Joe Mad.
No, this is Ed Bennis too.
It is Bennis. Okay, he's looking very Joe Mad-esque there. Yeah, that's nice. That's a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, scary hot. And then this is the better Miss Marvel design.
Oh yeah, and this is what's his face again?
Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's a nice piece right there.
And why is this keep
what? Why is Kitty Pryde writing or rock? That makes zero sense.
But when I saw this, I was thinking this could be your next inspiration.
No. Oh yeah, there you go.
Trying to bomb, yeah.
Rocket between your legs.
Yeah, she's got a saddle all strapped up on the bomb here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is Mark Brooks. And then like of course, Starfire, right?
Oh, old school George Perez Starfire.
Yeah, you talk about a well-endowed
and a hot babe. Yeah. They've done Starfire wrong the last couple of years.
Yeah, I always thought like oh my gosh, what's her name? Dolly Parton had to be the inspiration for Starfire.
She would have been perfect.
Yeah, she had the three bigs, right? She had big hair, big boobs, and big, derriere. Yeah. And so I always thought okay, Starfire has those three ingredients.
Absolutely. And kind of that little innocent twinge where she says things that are terrible, but then she smiles at you and it's like, oh, she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's so sweet. Yeah, then she'll kill you. And then of course Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch. That was a weakness of mine when I was young. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Scarlet Witch was hot.
Yeah, I thought she was smoking. Invisible Girl or Invisible Woman, not this image, but I do have to say there is kind of like a soccer mom aspect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I had no problem with Sue Storm. Yeah. Especially the John Byrne era Sue Storm. She was hot, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was the whole Submariner thing.
Yeah, I love that Submariner was just trying to steal her constantly.
Yeah, I always thought the Submariner was more of just I don't think he really necessarily found her hot. I think it was more he just wanted to take her from Reed Richards.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was more of a power trip than anything else. Yeah. And then, of course, Sarah Pazzini, the Witchblade here.
Witchblade, nice.
Yeah. I like how the claws kind of pulling up.
I love when the costume just kind of takes your top off for you.
This is more inspiration for you, Clint.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what is this?
Well, the worst.
A ghoul. Yeah.
Like a still frame from one of the cartoons that was not well done.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? I like Kevin Nolan, but this is not as
best work. Kevin Nolan is a super awesome artist, but maybe just not on this piece.
I think stylistically he was taking a chance with the eyes and the cowl, the way it fits right across the eyes.
Yeah.
It's a little strange.
Not everything always works.
Yeah, but I applaud him for trying.
Oh yeah.
And then of course Raven, right?
Oh yeah, she doesn't get a lot of publicity, but
well, she's
kind of that's a hot Raven there. The way they do her now, she's like the little goth emo kid.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always that way. She was kind of a hot chick back in the 80s Titans.
But she was still kind of goth and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but she looked like more like that. Oh, and that's a nice shot of She-Hulk. See, that is very Blue Bombshell-esque right there.
When I saw this, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is
That's
good."
a layout. If I had seen it early on enough in the book, I would have absolutely stole that layout. Unapologetically, I would have stole that layout for the book.
Oh, it's so good.
That is fantastic.
It's so damn good. Yes. Okay, so yeah, so are we more in agreement on this top 10 or top 30?
Oh, this was a much better one than the first. The first one was like that was aimed at that was not aimed at Comicsgate. That was aimed at SJW's what is it? Virtue signaling their what they think is right in comics, no matter how wrong they are.
Yeah, well, okay, Arctic. What is it, Arik?
Eric Hutflees.
Eric Hutflees. Sorry, yeah. Scarlet Witch is more of what is
Fraud 79, Gypsy Hot.
Gypsy Hot. Like there was this George Perez version. Remember when she had a skirt and she did kind of look.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't like that. She had the tie-up bustier, I guess.
I like the 70s, early 80s John Byrne, like the one-piece swimsuit with the pink fishnets and the tiara. Like that's the hot Scarlet Witch for me.
Yeah. Sue was hot.
Like and John Byrne was like probably one of the early on artists who like really made the girls hot. Like, not all of the early comic book artists. Like, I mean, Jack Kirby was not making any of the girls hot. I'm trying to think. Like Don Heck, like the girls were very, and I mean, he had Wonder Woman and Justice League. He didn't have that many chicks to draw. John Buscema drew some hot girls in Conan. In like the black and white magazine, there was some hot girls in there.
Oh yeah, and Bendis was the only reason to buy Birds of Prey in the 90s for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Peter says no Zatanna, but yeah, we showed.
Yeah, she was in there. She was in there. It wasn't the best pick of her.
No,
yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah, everybody loves She-Hulk. In mine, I've got a John Byrne She-Hulk picked out.
Yeah, it is pretty sad. I mean, She-Hulk was already kind of, when Byrne did that series, she was kind of already what you're doing, Clint, with Blue Bombshells.
It was fun.
It was a little tongue in cheek, and there was some
taking pokes at the rest of the universe. She was a little bit Deadpool before Deadpool was. She was having her little bit of commentary on the Marvel universe. And a lot of inside jokes, a lot of breaking the fourth wall, a lot of fun stuff back in those old She-Hulk issues, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's just like now, like, I mean, the crew, whoever that they've decided that is writing Marvel Universe, like, they don't get that stuff. Like, it doesn't register with them because it's not preaching some sort of message.
I think they get it. They understand it. They have an agenda. So yeah,
I think they hate it though. I think they maybe understand it. I think they hate it that like it was lighthearted and fun. It's like, no, this isn't why we're doing this.
I think some people hate it, but then the others have to pretend to hate it because they want to do their jobs. But like I saw this and I was like, oh, Adam Hughes, look at this.
Yeah. His skin tones, like when he colors himself, I don't know how you do that. I've like sat and studied his skin tones and tried to figure out how to do that, and I'm just not a good enough like digital painter. But I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
this one, and then the Power Girl where she's flying, but she's kind of laying backwards in the clouds, and just like the perspective on the shot. I mean, he's a master craftsman at what he's doing. He has studied the female body even more than I have.
Well, he uses photo ref a lot too. He
sure, yeah,
models and stuff like that. But I wanted to go back a little bit and show some of this stuff.
Oh, nice!
Like this is Frank Frazetta in the day. Okay. I mean, this is just good, clean fun. It's a bad scan, but
no, but it's beautiful artwork.
Yeah,
And
then,
just the shadow, the under the chin into the breast shadowing that he does is amazing.
Yeah, it's very tastefully done, and she's adorable, and it's just perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect. And then let me I can't preview these, but I think this is the one.
Oh, Vampirella.
This to me is Vampirella because she's the face is a little cartoony.
Yeah.
And I just dig this. The head's a little big, it's just kind of cute,
And like there is the feel of the 70s to this. Like this wasn't drawn like a later era. Like there's that feel to it that's like an old school look that just kind of gives it more, I don't know, of that horror vibe. Like I love the look of the old school 70s horror stuff as opposed to like later when they tried to replicate it in the 90s or the 2000s.
I think that might be it too. You might have hit upon it, like that there is a horror feel to this image. Like the way they draw her now, she's just kind of, she's sexy.
Yeah.
Too in your face. But I think like shadows and these gray tones.
Just subtle.
That the way they do it, this looks like it is like she's a horror character. Like that, it doesn't look like she's a superhero or anything like that. Yeah,
but still sexy. But yeah,
of course it's sexy. Yeah. Like, look at this outfit.
Those thighs.
This was way before.
This was ahead of its time.
Yeah,
she was the original bad girl before Lady Death, before Witchblade. What was Elvira? Elvira was after this too, wasn't she? Elvira was 80s.
Yeah. But the thing is, I do remember, of course, I'm an older guy going to the liquor store. That's where I got all my comic books at. And
you got your comics at the liquor store?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. There was a liquor.
What kind of goddamn liquor store is that?
Well, you know what? I mean, 7-Elevens are basically glorified liquor stores.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no. Mine was actually a liquor store. It was called what the hell was it called? It was something like Frank's Liquor or something like that. And the front, they sold tobacco and liquor, beer, anything you could get, you could want. And then on the one side, there were like the Playboys and all like men's magazines and stuff. Oh. And then there was a spinner rack right in the middle of that. And then
I missed the 70s.
Oh God, it was so perfect.
They had it so right in the 70s, and we screwed it all up.
Yeah, as a kid, you just had that wondering eye, right? So you start looking over at the magazines, and that's the first time I saw like old wrestling magazines were really gratuitous. Like the covers, there'd be like guys with their faces busted open, like there'd be blood everywhere and shit. And then, of course, there's Playboy and Penthouse. And then there were like Eerie or whatever, the Warren magazines with Vampirella on the covers. And you just go, as a kid, you go, they can do this? You were just like, this is way too sexy just to be able to see, from a glance.
I'm 11 and I can buy this. It's a comic.
Oh, I couldn't buy it. Yeah, if I brought this home and my parents,
that would be like when your buddy, like he would have that stashed under his mattress and be like, look what I got. And you'd have like the good comics, the good Eerie, the old school horror magazines and stuff.
Exactly.
There's always that one good friend who had the good stuff.
The good stuff, yeah. I had a friend that had all the old Marvel before, like the Marvel superhero universe, like all the monster books and stuff like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was really pretty cool. Comics and liquor. Wait. Comics and liquor. What a great combo. This is just like a quick little aside. Okay, young RT Bear going, to the liquor store, getting your comics, and also they had baseball cards, trading cards. So I'd get my baseball cards there too. And they had candy. So you could get your candy, and of course they had soda pop. But the one thing I would do, just like I was just a punk. I was always a punk, right? I would get like like a can of near beer. Do you remember near beer?
Oh God, I do remember near beer. That
And
was like before O'Doul's.
yeah,
Near beer.
Yeah, O'Doul's legitimized it, but the product was actually called near beer. It wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't derogatory. It
Well,
wasn't
you
like
just need the taste of beer, but you're trying not to be an alcoholic anymore.
But when I found out I could buy near beer, I would go and I'd get my comics, and then I'd buy a can of near beer, and I'd just walk home reading my comic books. And I think secretly I was hoping that like a cop would pull me over and go, "Hey, you're way too young to be drinking that beer. You know, pour it out or whatever." And then I'd go, "But officer, it's a near beer. I'm completely in my right to be drinking this." Yeah.
Oh,
Good time.
And that makes perfect sense when you're like 11 or 12.
Yeah, you just like this punk, right?
I'm gonna totally fool this cop.
And of course, like as a kid, I didn't walk, like I would walk down all the alleys and stuff to get home. I think secretly I was just looking for like a fight or something.
You were looking for trouble, man.
I was looking for trouble.
I got my comics, I got my near beer. Come fuck with me.
I had a friend. Oh my gosh, I only did this one time. I was kind of like a poser punk. Like I wasn't really like if it was fun, like good, clean, stuff. But like I had friends that were real punks, right? So this guy was older than me, and so we went to the liquor store, and he was kind of into comic books, but not like I was. And so he would just kind of go through the spinner rack, and he'd just pull out the books that he wanted, right? So then he would kind of put them all in one of the spinner rack slots. I go, "Why are you doing that?" He goes, "Just watch." So then he'd go like, look over at the, the register. He goes, "Is the guy looking?" I go, "Well, no, his back's turned." He goes, "Okay." He'd pull up his shirt, and then he'd put that stack of books into his
Nice.
and then he'd walk out with like 10 books. And then, I'd of course, go and then pay for my books. And then like just peer pressure, we went back. And then one day, he's like, "You got to do it so freaking easy." Right. And that's the key, right? When somebody goes, "It's so easy. And so then, yeah, I did it. And then we went back. He had like a little crawl space in his parents' like garage, like upstairs. Like there was like just some wood and stuff like that. So we had some privacy.
A hidey hole.
Yeah, we'd go up there with our flashlights, and then we would just read the comic books. And I swear that 10 books was so tainted, I didn't enjoy reading them.
Oh, no.
So bad. I felt so
your
bad.
guilt.
I stole them. Yeah. I think
your
I probably
11-year-old guilt just kicked in.
Yeah, I never stole after that. I was just like, I can't do it. Yeah.
I get it. You had a moral code.
I definitely did. Like I had this internal, and I think it was just he was older than I was. He was very charismatic, and he just made it look so damn easy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
tempted by the dark side.
Yeah, it was horrible. And I do remember it was the same guy, but I didn't steal anything. So we used to have, remember those wasp guns? They had like caps, but they weren't like traditional cap guns. They were like more like shells, and they were like a plastic ring, and you could have like a 6-shooter, and you could open them up, but I think it had more than 6 shots. And
was it with the tape?
That's the older stuff. No, this was
Okay.
like they were like plastic, and it was like a ring, and there'd be like 8.
Oh yeah, and you fit them in there. It was
right.
Yep, I remember those too. Yeah,
and you plug them in, and you pop.
Yep, and you pop them out. It was like putting like the 6 bullets in the. I remember those.
Yeah.
God damn, you're taking me down memory lane now. I do remember those.
So we went. We used to just like there would be like a bunch of us kids, and we would just get our like guns, and we just like be shooting each other. Right? There'd be like 5 or 6 of us. Right? Pop. We'd hide. Pop. I got you. Whatever. And today you can't even. Right? Like just kids shooting each other in the front yard.
Oh yeah. Like
they
don't have caps for anything anymore. You're lucky if you get fireworks.
A pretend gun at another kid. Like, oh
yeah.
gosh.
Well, and like if they even have a toy gun, it's got to have like a pink cap on the end that you can't take off, or like even just like a plastic Lego gun.
Right. So what we did, I'm just going down memory lane here. And so there was a local place called, like, we had Thrifties and then Save On, and I think we went into Save On, and there were like 6 of us, and we went in there. And we're like trying to reload, get more bullets, and so we looked at the price of all that stuff. And we're going like, we could be very humble and just get 1 or 2 of these things. And then my friend was just like, it was the same guy. He grabbed all of them off the thing, and then he just started running. And I don't know, man. It's like I didn't do it. None of us other did it, right? But it's like we felt we had to run too.
Oh yeah.
So we're running, and I'll never forget this. We ran right through where the register was. He's got those things in his hand, right?
Yeah.
And there's like 5 or 6 of us running. And I just remember, like, I was like maybe the second or like last one in the group. Everybody that ran past the register just grabbed a candy bar or something.
It's like we're going anyways. Let's go for it.
They were just like grabbing shit. It was flying everywhere. It was so freaking unreal. And so we ran all the way home. Like, it was probably like 8 blocks, right? We're just like booking it because we're so scared. And it's like, I still didn't take anything, but when I saw everybody, they were just
everybody else had a Baby Ruth. And
but get this, Clint, when you're running full speed and you grab at a Baby Ruth, you don't just pick it up like nicely.
Yeah.
You knock the box. Like,
it was just everywhere.
It was it was pretty crazy. So Heidi Hole, Danky Frankie at the Heidi Hole. How many serial killers did Art know?
There might have been one in that bunch.
That's a story for another time. Let's see. Somehow, Clint, we need to get this back on track.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
Bob says that's every day in California now.
Yeah.
They have, like, what was it called? Bum rush. So one of the things that was happening before we left California, we had like a local supermarket.
And it's happening more now.
Right. And there would be bums that would actually go in force, like kind of like what we did when we were kids. And they would just take whatever they want. And then they would just run out. And you couldn't really stop them.
I've seen videos in San Francisco of the CVS's where if it's under $1,000, the cops won't show up. And like homeless people, they know that. And so like, and the store security is like, I'm not getting paid enough to like get in a fight with some bum. So
right.
Like, yeah, they're just walking in and cleaning out CVS's of whatever they want. And I mean, that's San Francisco politics for you.
Right. And the cops don't do anything because they don't have any backing from, law enforcement.
No, they don't want to stick their necks out for anybody out there. And I don't blame them.
Yeah. Why do it? Yeah. So Art Thief Bear or
oh, that's very judgmental.
Yeah. I told you guys I felt bad, and it was the only time I ever did it.
We all make mistakes in our youth.
I like that, Clint. I know you have a theft story, but you're not going to share it.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't remember thieving a lot. And like I lived in the Midwest too. Like we weren't nearly as adventurous as you kids in California were.
Yeah.
Like I was lucky to find places that had comic books. So when I found them, I happily bought them and purchased them and paid for them like a polite gentleman.
Yeah, well, I did too. It was just that one moment of weakness.
Yeah, I got my comics off the spinner rack at the Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly, yeah.
And it was a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, I think my wife remembers Piggly Wigglies. It's like an East Coast thing, right?
Yeah,
Midwest?
well, it's spread like the Midwest too. I think Wisconsin still has Piggly Wigglies because I hear it on their radio commercials. There aren't any in Minnesota anymore, but yeah.
I don't want to know the origins of the Piggly Wiggly.
It was the butcher shop.
Butcher shop that it probably was at some point.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I behaved myself in the grocery store, I could pick out a couple of comics at the Piggly Wiggly when Mom was checking out. So I always made sure to stay in line.
Oh yeah, you want to behave yourself so you can get some comics.
Oh yeah, if I could get comics, I'd be real good. It still works today.
Yeah, it's bribery. Oh, you still go out with your mom and
my wife.
Or your wife finds your comics if you behave yourself.
They don't have spinner racks at the grocery store, unfortunately. So
your wife,
just porno makes.
Hey Clint, if you're good, you get a comic book. That's hilarious.
That would still work.
So we were told in the chat to go back to the site and hit refresh. So you're at 363, 29, 320. So we're going to try to get to 30,000 soon. So let's hit refresh. Let's see where you're at. Oh shit, dude!
Oh, nice. Oh, we're close now, baby.
Yeah,
520 away.
Yeah, so I
think
stone's
throw at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 or 7 backers, and we're not even 2 hours into this.
No, not at all. Yeah, we're cruising right along here.
Very good, man. So, yeah, we are what 520? Is that what you said? Away from 30K?
Yep.
Well, let's get this party crazy. So let's get some more of these Blue Bombshell adult booty box going.
Oh yeah,
that'll get us there. We have 54 claims, so you still have a few more of these, right?
That'll get us there in a hurry. Yeah. Well, it actually has been really popular. I think we've got 54 of them claimed already. So, I mean, for just the cover A, we've got 141 claimed. So 50, so 1/3 of the main cover at $25 has claimed the booty box, the booby box. I should have named it the booby box.
No, I think the booty box is good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got everything. It's got all 3 of the variant covers. It's got the adult art sketchbook. You're going to get 2 original art sketches from me, a regular one and an adult variant version. You're going to get the digital backup story, which is going to ratchet up the nudity, the sex, the jokes, the adult content even more. So a lot of bang for your buck at the $200 level.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of hit some of the wrong.
No worries.
Yeah,
no worries.
I'll come back. I was just checking stuff. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so the booty box will definitely get us there. How many variants do you have? You have A, B.
Yep, I've got the A, which is the J. Scott Campbell homage. I've got the B, which is the Adam Hughes kind of Frank Cho homage, and then I've got the C, which is the adult variant that won't have the censor tape on there, will contain the nudity. So those are the 3 variant covers there. Putting it right in your face.
I didn't see the this one in the tiers. Where is that one? The censored one. Is it only with the package?
Yeah, it's with the group. So I think starting at the $100 level, you get all 3 variants.
Okay, so the only way you can get the censored version is with the loot box.
Yep, and it won't be censored. But yeah, at the $100 level loot box, you can get the adult variant there.
Yeah, so if there's any adults out there, we only have 8 claimed. If we got 2 of these, let's just say we get 2 of these and maybe a few loot, what is it? The booty boxes going, we could get to that 30K quickly.
Absolutely.
So what else? Okay, so we got the variants. We got the loot box. We have we have 2 loot boxes. So one's got 2, and then one
the $75 loot box has got the 2 covers. At the $100 adult loot box, that includes the adult variant cover there. So,
okay, what is this? You haven't even got into the trading card. This comes with 5 trading cards.
Yep,
and
trading card set. Yep, absolutely. You get the trading card set there at the $100 level, I believe. Here, I'm gonna.
I think the 75 too, right? You
Yep,
you get the trading cards.
My eyes are too bad to see the small print.
Well,
so
I'll read it. I'll read it.
I'm going to zoom in. I've got it right here on my screen. So the 75 level, $75 level loot box, you get the cover A, cover B, and then you get the 5 trading card set, and you get the 3 color prints. At the $100 adult loot box level, you get cover A, cover B, and adult cover C. You get the 5 Blue Bombshell trading cards, plus the 3 Blue Bombshell prints shipped to you in the Gemini mailer. So that one does include the 3 color prints and the adult cover C. And then the adult art box at $125, that's where the adult art sketchbook is included also with that one. So you're going to get all 3 variants, cover A, cover B, and adult cover C. You're going to get 1 Blue Bombshell art book, adult, 5 Blue Bombshell trading cards, 3 Blue Bombshell prints, all sent to you in a Gemini mailer. So just a little bit of variation. Each reward level, as it goes up bigger, you get a little bit more bang for your buck with it. And then, of course, the top one, the adult booty box, that's where you get everything. You get all 3 variant covers, cover A, cover B, adult cover C. You get the Blue Bombshell adult art book. You get the 5 Blue Bombshell trading cards. You get the 3 regular prints. Here, this is the nice part. You get 2 original art sketches by me. You're going to get a regular adult art, art sketch from me, and then also an adult art sketch of Blue Bombshell from me. So you get original art with that one. And then the other real nice perk with the $200 level, so you're going to get the bonus 14-page digital adult Blue Bombshell story. So an additional 14-page digital story sent to you, ratcheting up the nudity, the adult content, the dick and fart jokes, all the good stuff that you want in that 14-page digital story. And then you're also going to get 3 additional art prints with that. So the $200 level, that's the most bang for your buck with that one there.
Wow, that's why it's selling so well, because this really is just everything, and it's at a good price too. This is not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I want the fans to get the most when they're paying for that, and it has been really popular. Clint Holinsky, the Hugh Hefner of comics game.
I like that.
I'll take it.
Yeah, take it, definitely. I have to say, I mean, you get 2 sketches with this too, you guys.
Yeah,
like
that. Original sketches.
This really is a great price, because if it's $25 per book, that's $200 right there. You know, and you get the trading card, you get the prints, and you get 2 sketches, and you get the adult digital 14-page comic.
Yeah, so you're almost getting a whole nother digital comic with that. So
so this really is probably the best tier.
Yeah. Like I would say in that digital story that like the Blue Bombshell is probably going to take a pounding from the Tromboner and the Man Called Tripod. So just hint, spoiler warning.
just know that going into it. Okay, Peter says, killing it, Clint.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it from somebody who was also killing it on Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. If anybody in the chat has not checked out Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter, immediately go back that book. That is Peter and Mandy's best work to date. Love Peter's artwork on it, and just the concept behind the story is awesome. Peter and Mandy are totally killing it on that book. So definitely go check out Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter if you have not done that yet.
What is this 950 limit for?
The DA to charge. Might be a typo or something, because I'm not too sure what that would be referring to.
Yeah, I like this. One kid crime spree. and then Peter judges me, such a delinquent.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure you wanted to let everybody know about your dark past, Art.
It's not that dark.
there's some dude that was like working at the cash register at some liquor and comic shop in California back in the early 80s who's just traumatized with post-traumatic stress disorder. It's like, those goddamn kids.
They came in, they just grabbed a bunch of, what did they steal? They just like wasp gun caps. Like that's all they took. And then when they ran through the checkout, they just ransacked. They grabbed a bunch of candy and bubblegum cards. Yeah. So I do have to, I'm going to do this. This is going to be my self plug here.
Absolutely. I want to see some black and white stuff, man.
Yeah, we're going to do a little pre-launch action here. So we have black and white. This is the pre-launch page. This is also in the description there, so you guys can click on it. Come by, sign up. Just give me your email address. You'll go onto the mailing list, and you'll be the first to be notified when we go live, which is going to be very, very soon. It's going to be later this month, and you will get a free trading card. So this is the artwork for the. Oh, excuse me. Done for the trading card. This is Stefani Renee and myself putting our best foot forward for you guys. And this is absolutely free. So just sign up, back a book, and we will send this card along with your backing, with your tier. And so let me see. I'm going to play the video.
No matter what, if you're Comicsgate, sign up to every mailing list. Like, just sign up automatically. If you see somebody's got a mailing list in Comicsgate, sign up. It doesn't obligate you to anything, but you're going to get all the info about that book when it launches, what the perks are, and a lot of the mailing lists give you like a little bit extra that you wouldn't get if you weren't signed up. So every mailing list, automatically sign up. Make sure you sign up for Art's black and white mailing list because you'll miss out otherwise.
Yes, please. And here is the video done by the great Red Gaze. There's no TNA in this video.
This great art.
Well, maybe there is.
Well, there is. That's not looking too shabby right there. White is looking all right. You got that nice Capullo variant cover too.
Uh-oh, this shit's about to get real.
That looks awesome. Man versus machine. See, everybody has such a beautiful trailer. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, Red Gaze killed it, man.
Yeah, that looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, very little input from me, man. He just kind of went to town. We're working on one for the campaign right now.
Oh, okay.
So there's part of it is like he just did this cool graphic for the Hack Shack Studios logo.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fantastic. Like, it's amazing the amount of talent that's here at Comicsgate.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of dudes that like know stuff that I have no clue about, and like are just like uber talented guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually show this. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh yeah,
without
sneak peek.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play the beginning part of it. It's just work in progress, but it's pretty damn cool, man. This stuff just kind of legitimizes. It just legitimizes you. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Okay. Oh, now it's buffering. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh my gosh, really? How dare you? How dare you?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
I got a lot of tabs open too. Maybe if I close some of these tabs. Oh my gosh, really, dude?
Not
All
yet.
right. Let's try this again. So I just refreshed. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there you go.
I mostly wanted to show the beginning part. Hold on. So please don't buffer. Please don't buffer. The Hack Shack logo looks so cool here.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
Oh, it's gonna buffer. You
no.
You son of a bitch. How dare you? All right, so much for that. Come on.
Cooperate.
It's not gonna do it.
Oh,
Maybe,
man.
let me see. I'm gonna try this again, but I'm just gonna let it play through. Because it seemed like when I hit refresh, it worked. Don't read anything here.
That looks awesome.
I love the robots in suits shooting guns. Greg Capullo.
Nice to have a variant cover from Greg Capullo. Yeah, that looks freaking awesome. Well, I love the movement they gave it too. Like everything feels like almost like it's animated. It's like real lively.
Yeah, so that's oh, wait a minute. Let's go here. I think yes. Yeah, so we're back. Yeah, so that's the Great Red Gaze. Yeah, he put these videos together.
Looks freaking terrific.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So let's see. Will there be an Eco T-shirt tier on Black and White 2 campaign? I have been in talks with my wife about doing that. So it looks pretty good that there's going to be an Eco mascot T-shirt for Hack Shack Studios. Inko is the character that's up in the corner over here, and that's fan made. That's Comicsgate made, man. I was just on a chat, and I was talking about wouldn't it be cool just to have like a mascot for the studio, and D Geek Art just we got done with the stream, and she private messaged me, and she's like, "Well, here it is. Here's Inko," and I was like, "Holy shit, man! This is fantastic." So yeah, she's putting T-shirts together now. So she's my T-shirt person as well. So we have one for Inko. We're working on a Chrono Mechanics one, and we're working on a black and white one. The black and white one so far looks pretty killer, the design. And we're probably going to be offering these in at Crypto Fashion. So I talked to, I forget his name now, over at Crypto Fashion, Ian over at Crypto Fashion, and I have a slot open. I just have to get some cool product to him, and then we'll be promoting those shirts and letting you guys pick out what you want. I think it'll be fantastic. Also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm trying to top John Malin with his whole like, if you wear one of his T-shirts, he'll buy you a beer.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something better. Maybe like a hit of heroin.
Get him some Coke.
Yeah, heroin or some Coke or something like that, or maybe a Blue Bombshell like cosplay hooker.
Oh
shit, dude!
Like seriously, what I want to do is be successful enough at Comicsgate that when we do cons, I can have like a top shelf cosplay girl as one of these things. I'm like, everybody, Comicsgate can just kind of like hang around the table, and we can just have a real nice time with the cocaine and the heroin.
Yeah, we can do some Coke off the Blue Bombshell's bosoms. It'll be like the old days.
Oh yeah, Top Cow.
Yeah. By the way, you guys, I don't do any of this stuff anymore. I am
Not anymore.
no. I can't, man.
No.
I could just imagine what would happen. Horrible things would happen. That's what would happen.
I wouldn't sleep for like 4 days straight.
I had a run-in that was not too far from not sleeping for 4 days.
Yeah.
I think it was 4 days. Yeah. If you wear Art's shirt, he'll still.
Some cats.
A little thuggery goes a long way.
We'll go to the liquor store and steal some candy bars.
We'll just do a bum rush, man. Like if there's a liquor store, like wherever the con is, like all of us comic skaters will just go in and we'll just bum rush a liquor store, man. See who runs the fastest. We'll see who gets caught.
Who blows out a knee as they're trying to run away.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I was going to say Cecil would get caught, but I think Cecil he's getting in shape now.
Oh, he would outrun me. I'm sure of it. I'd be down by the time I hit the sidewalk.
I'll tell you, when fear sets in with me, I'll be the first one out. I'll have the 6-pack under my arm, and I'll be the first out.
I'll try to run, and something in the ankle or knee region will just turn in.
Yeah, what'll happen is afterwards I'll just fall apart. But to get out of there in one beat, you bet.
your fight or flee instinct is still owned.
Exactly. So I don't know, Tony Montana style. What's Tony Montana style?
The Tony Montana's Scarface, isn't it? I'm not a big mobster crime movie guy, but I think
hello. Say hello.
Yeah, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. Bob says Cecil would push. Could you imagine? It's like every man for himself. Like we're just sacrificing each other.
Shove shame.
You know what? The reason it's funny is because there's truth in it.
Oh, you can totally see it happening.
I can see it happening.
I watched those guys interact enough with each other to just kind of imagine how it would happen.
And then Clint would be like one of those guys, like in one of those war movies, that takes some shrapnel to the leg.
Yeah,
and it's like he's going, just leave me,
just leave me.
It's like no man left behind. We go back and we're like, we're getting Clint
dragging me into the street.
And then Clint's got like a tequila bottle, and he's like, I won't let go of it, man. I won't let you guys down.
We'll finish this when you get me to the other side of the street.
Shots on me.
That sounds about right.
We're pouring the tequila on your open wounds.
Yeah, it's all clear now.
Oh shit! This is too much fun, man.
Clint
took an arrow. What?
An arrow to the. That's usually what it feels like. If I have to get up, if I'm sitting on the ground and I have to get up off of the ground, that's what it feels like.
Peter's on fire, man, on his knees like Platoon.
Oh.
No. What is this? Cecil is hammered, judged a costume.
Oh, yeah. Ethan and Cecil, I saw during the day, were at like a horror convention out in Philly, I think. And I think Ethan was like judging the costume competition. So, and they were live streaming. They were live streaming from a line to get a signature from who's the blonde guy that plays Johnny in Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
What you're talking about? I don't know.
Zabato or something with a Z. Zabka. So they're in line for them earlier. I saw the stream, and then they mentioned that they were judging a costume contest at the convention for part of, by the convention promoter. So if they're doing that and Cecil's drunk, I'm guessing that's pretty entertaining what's going on there too.
Oh, somebody says,
William Zabka, yeah. Cecil disgraced himself.
Well, let's go back to the campaign and see where we're at.
Yeah.
I think we're a little over 500 away from 30K, and at 30K they get that trading card, right?
Yep, exactly. Yep, the hologram, lenticular hologram card. So we're just a little smidge over 500 away from that. So within reach now. Couple more backers, and we'll be sitting pretty.
Okay, StreamYard is giving me some trouble here. Choose one.
I can share my screen, and then I can pull it up if you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in this transition though. This is weird. Is everything still looking good, Clint?
Yeah, it looks good between me and you. Did my screen share to you? Down. Technical difficulties. No worries though.
Yeah, if anybody's listening, my StreamYard crashed.
Oh. Or it is stuck
So
transition.
I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Art?
This is really horrible. So I'm not sure if I should just close this.
Can you hear me, Art?
This is really strange. Hey, in the chat looks like it could still be working. Sounds good, looks bad.
Yeah, and I don't think Art can hear me.
Still hear you. Yeah, my screen is all frosted over, and I have a StreamYard's pop-up that's right in the way of everything.
Maybe
and it won't let me do anything.
If you're in the chat, tell Art.
I have the powering up.
Yeah, Art can't hear me.
Or symbol going round and round. You're moving 4 frames per second. Everything looks and sounds normal here. Art can't hear Clint. It's fine on my end. Can you hear Clint? I can't hear Clint.
Okay.
It looks fine. Both audio and video is fine. I don't know how to fix this. I can't click on anything.
Maybe you guys, if you guys in the chat can still hear me, maybe tell Art to shut her all down and just restart it from scratch. That might be the best way to go.
Okay, Clint, can you hear me now?
I've been able to hear you the whole time. I'm not sure you could hear me.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, now, yeah, we're back then.
Okay, so other than this stupid pop-up that's in front of everything, we can continue. And if they can see you, then you can share your campaign.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as they can see, we'll just move on, and I'll work past this obstacle that's right in the center of the screen here.
Does my screen share to you still, Art?
I can't see anything. No, shit. Yeah, we're kind of stuck in this limbo. I've never had it.
I don't know if we want to shut it down and just restart it if you want. And everybody can jump back on board, or
yeah, it's weird though. I can't even end. All I can do is close out.
Huh.
Like, you know, so I don't know if that would shut down the live stream or not.
Oh, somebody's saying, well, what happens if you refresh?
That's what got me into this trouble. Yeah,
okay.
The pop-up was there. It wouldn't go away. So I hit refresh. So you know how the refresh button is the
yeah. Oh, and then it's just spinning.
It's just stuck in that mode.
Oh, okay.
So
Peter says Control F5. I'm no computer genius though, so
hit Control F5. Okay. F5. That didn't do nothing. Oh wait, something. What the hell is that? Oh my gosh.
As a hand reaches out the screen and starts choking Art.
Hit Control. Okay, Control F5. Control.
Don't do it.
F5. The whole thing blows up.
Let The
This
chat
is not-
has been super helpful.
This is not helping, Peter. Yeah, I don't know, because if I just hit this red, the only thing I can hit is it just closes down everything, but it doesn't close down this live stream. So I don't know if I hit that, will you still stay live, and then I can hit, maybe I can come back in myself?
We can try, and if it doesn't work, you can just fire up the live stream again and send me a link, and then we can just all, basically restart from scratch.
Okay, I'm gonna try Alt F4. Are you
Yep.
guys just saying shit like
There's a whole bunch of F buttons. Hit them all at once.
They're all bad. Okay, I'm gonna try. This is gonna be my last Alt. This is F4, F4. Well, it made a sound. Alt F4. Nope.
Lovely sound.
Yeah, this is so weird. I've never seen anything like this before. Okay, well, you stay put, Clint. Yep. I'm gonna try to click out, entertain the troops, and I'll try to come back in. And if you don't hear back from me, I'll contact you through Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, let's hope this
Fingers
works.
crossed, everybody.
All right, man. I'll see you guys soon. Oh,
so I'll pray for Art.
Wait. Okay, so I hit the X. Now it says Chrome is not responding.
Oh,
if you
can't even shut it down.
Program, you might lose information. Close the program. Wait for the program to respond. Oh my gosh!
You probably have to shut down your whole computer and restart it.
Okay, I'm gonna close the program. All right, here we go.
At least Peter's getting a laugh out of this. No, is Art froze now? Kill it with fire. Close. Never use Chrome. Chrome's the only one that I think you can share in. I think Art's completely frozen now. Can you guys in the chat still hear me? Oh.
I'm back.
The only thing better than one RT bear is two RT bears.
Oh my gosh! Now I know how to. I could do that, and I could show artwork. I could use one as a screen. Like I could.
Oh, you can do like a double screen.
Maybe.
Oh,
it's all black though.
Yeah, but if you could put artwork in there, that would be kind of cool.
I just like doing this right now.
It is. It's kind of like little dance moves.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm very proud of myself. I worked for this.
It worked. We're still here.
I had to close out and restore everything, so it all came back. So we're moving forward, man. So
it
now
worked.
you guys have to back. You guys have to back a Blue Bombshell. Let's get this thing to 30K ASAP.
Art is busting ass on making this happen, so definitely have to do it now.
I like Peter goes, there you go, like he helped.
You did just what I told you to do. Way to go.
It's like the grandfather that doesn't know anything, and he's just like, well, what you do is you do this and that and then the other thing, and then you're like, okay, I did that, Grandpa. It's like, and then
there you go. There you go.
You got it to work somehow, but not the way he told you. Then he's like, there you go. I knew I could help you out. And then you don't want to hurt like Grandpa's feelings, so you just go, yeah, Grandpa, you helped.
Yeah, you're good job, Grandpa.
But in this case, we don't care about Peter, so we're like, no,
screw Peter.
Wait. Gary G says, Art, kick Frozen Art. No, I don't want to hurt Frozen Art. Double art action.
I'm gonna be right back, Art. I'm just gonna grab a cold, refreshing beverage.
Oh, okay. I guess I threw you under the bus, and now
No, it's fine. I'm just getting a little parched here. I'll be right back.
No problem, man. I always help. Okay, you always help. It worked. Okay, let's see what Bald Giant says. Alt plus F4 for the win. I did it. It didn't work. I had to actually close the whole thing out for it to work. We have Clint. Clint's talking in the background, so I had to mute him. Me, Grandpa, LOL, whatever pops. Yeah, well, I might look older, but you know what? You acted older. So there you go. All right.
The liquor stores.
Did you do a bum rush and get that?
I knocked over some hobos and stole some malt liquor.
Did you go to the Piggly Wiggly?
Exactly.
Your wife made a victory Piggly Wiggly run.
Piggly Wiggly, I picked up a copy of She-Hulk and some malt liquor. We're good to go for a while here.
Okay, in the day, malt liquor was the budget beer, right? So you get like a 32 ounce, like a Schlitz or Colt 45.
Colt 45 is what I remember.
Yeah, so like one of the tall boys would get you
the paper bag sitting on the street corner, and that's
exactly.
A nice afternoon.
Yeah, because you couldn't afford like a full 6-pack. Well, I don't have anything to drink, but here's to you, brother.
Yeah. the tall boy.
Yeah, the tall boy. There you go.
This thing is pure sugar too.
Well, that ought to help.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Old English. Yeah, I remember Old English 800. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Old English.
Okay, did they have like this? This had to have been like the cheapest beer in the world. And there was one whole summer that this is all we drank exclusively was Mickey's Big Mouth. Remember those?
Oh yeah, I remember the Mickey's Big Mouth because it'd be the giant can, and then like when you cracked it, it was like it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get drunk fast.
They had the we usually bought the bottles, and so they were like green, like hand grenades. And so they had like, you know, the wide mouth on them so you could just kind of chug them easy. And just like every good, stupid guy, it was a whole summer we had. It was a friend's mom would leave for the summer, and she'd leave her sons, the house for the summer, right? And
that's good parenting.
Yeah, it would just become the party pad. And so we had a liquor store that was very unethical and would sell underage kids all the alcohol.
You lived in Nirvana growing up, Art. Like you lived in this like this imaginary paradise for like teenage boys. Liquor stores on every corner with comic shops and free candy.
They had comic shops at this one too. This was a different liquor store.
This sounds like heaven, man.
Yeah, and we would just go in. I remember it was like this Asian guy, and we would just, after a while, Clint, I'm not even kidding, we were kids. Like we weren't even old enough to drive yet. And so we would walk down, there'd be like 2 or 3 of us. We'd walk down, we'd go right to the liquor, those doors, the glass doors. We would just, pull out, a Mickey's 12-pack, and then we would go up, we throw our money on the counter, and then we just walk home.
13-year-old Art with his 6-pack of Mickey's Big Mouths and just like, see you later, chat.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back later this week. Yeah.
I've been mowing grass all week long.
I got my
thirsty.
Money. I got my Mickey's money.
God damn, that sounds perfect.
God.
I got one guy in the chat who is asking, he must know some of my older stuff. He is asking about Sword Maidens, and he's asking about Bad Guy. Bad Guy is another comic that I created. Sword Maidens, I'm hoping that we can hit the stretch goal in demand. If you can back the book now, it's going to help push us closer to that in demand. But Sword Maidens is a stretch goal for a Blue Bombshell right here. And then The Bad Guy is a book that I'm planning on launching down the road. I haven't quite figured out the window I'm going to put it in because I have a bunch of books lined up. I've got the Blue Bombshell I'm finishing right now. I've got Pirate Queen coming with Mandy later this fall. And then after the beginning of the year in 2022, I've got The Slave Girl from Planet X. And I think if you guys love the Blue Bombshell, I think if you loved Pirate Queen, you guys are also going to enjoy The Slave Girl from Planet X. This is a fun story kind of old school sci-fi, kind of Deja Thoris, Princess Leia, all that kind of old school slave girl vibe to it. So those are kind of the books that I've got coming up next. But the bad guy is something I've got planned for down the road. So I've got stuff continually coming out, and it'll be coming up down the road, I would say, to your question there. But thank you for asking. Thanks for being a fan of those books.
Yeah, and we got a cool reveal here. I think everything's working. I think it's working.
Woohoo!
Here we go. Yeah, you just got 2 more backers, man.
Nice. Thank you guys. Thanks to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're close now.
Yeah, 615.
385, if my math is correct.
Yeah, 385. Yeah, so you
Oh
got
yeah.
Let's back one of these adult booty boxes.
DJ Close, hell yeah.
Yeah, and let's see what would put us over the top. One of these loot boxes.
Oh yeah.
So let's get a loot box, and
then every backer's getting a lenticular hologram card. And I've seen these Aerith Sega. If you guys have seen Aerith promoting, and his name isn't Aerith. It's I'm gonna forget his name right now. I've been on a couple of streams with him, but great dude, great at promoting his product, great production wise on all of his stuff. But he showed me his lenticular card, and I'm like, oh, I want one of those for the Blue Bombshell. It looked so freaking cool. Like the DC did those lenticular covers where you moved it and the characters kind of moved.
Yeah, I worked
on fun elements to it. That's what this is gonna be. So we hit 30,000. Every backer is going to get one of those lenticular cards. So that's why I really want to push it hard and get over the hump tonight.
You want to push it hard?
Push it hard and get over that hump. We were talking about Hump Magazine on Mandy's channel the other night. I don't remember Hump Magazine. I remember Ooey. That was probably right next to the spinner rack of comics at your liquor store.
Yeah, I was like, is that a French magazine? What is that?
How do you pronounce that? It's all vowels.
Is it we?
I think it was we or ooey or we, yeah, something.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
I like ooey. This right here is perfect, man. Right here is enough. Right.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I want to do more of that. I think she'll land in the Ravage line. I mean, drawing any day you get to draw dinosaurs is a good day as a comic book artist.
I think it would be fun too, just coming up with names like Space Ape, Raptor, and Deathwing.
Yeah, yeah. Like I have fun with the character creation, character design. Like all of this is, like this is dreams coming true. This is not going to work for the 9-to-5 grind, which I've done in the past. This is doing the stuff you love, that you're passionate about, and having fun doing it while you're it's also a lot of work, but you're having fun every day you get to draw.
Right.
I always say to everybody, every day that I make money drawing is a really good day.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing too, when you get that lenticular card, let me know like your manufacturer and stuff like that, because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's not bad. Aerith hooked me up, and I got like a good guy, so it sounds like it's not going to be a super hassle, but that it's just something that they do. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. From what I've seen, it looks freaking awesome.
Are you going to do one where her bosoms jiggle?
That was my first question to the production guy there. They don't do nudity.
Oh, really?
It's going to be as close to nudity as possible. Like the seams will be stretching.
Did the guy shame you? Did he like, oh, we don't do nudity?
No, it wasn't like that. It's just like we don't. And I kind of had a feeling because it seemed like a pretty solid company. So it's always hit or miss with the print companies, and a lot of them will do it and not complain about it.
Yeah, I've never had one actually get into the subject matter. It's like, no, we don't do that.
I've had to with my comics, I've had to ask a few printers whether they will or they won't. I haven't ran into too many that won't. This is the first time with the lenticular card that they won't. But yeah, most printers, they just, they want to print the comic books. They don't. The one thing is no photographic things. You can't have anything photorealist or like that.
Right,
so,
right.
And I get that. That makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah. So
in Proby, and I looked, and I need to look more, the upside down pen, and that was kind of what I was thinking with the lenticular card. The upside down pen where you like flip the pen and the girls like that crossed my mind too. I thought that would be super fun. Well, so if I can come across that, that'll definitely be in Blue Bombshell too.
Yeah, going back in the conversation. So it is we, but I do like owie or owie.
Yeah.
Or ooh.
I spent a significant amount of time in my teens trying to figure out if it was owie, ooey, wee, and I didn't know any French.
I think it's French. Yeah, yeah. So also Bob brings up Grolsch beer.
Oh, I've had Grolsch. I have a great Grolsch story.
Is it good? Because I remember as a kid that I think the bottle was intimidating. Like
they had the cork. They have the cork, like in the old Grolsch bottles was a green bottle, and it would have like a cork with like a metal kind of wire around it, and you would pop the whole cork out of it and drink the Grolsch beer. And this was probably like in the 90s when I had one. But you'll appreciate this, and this makes more sense to me because it was my first time out to California as a Midwestern kid. My cousin lived in California, and he actually like lived on the beach in Newport Beach. His apartment was like one row back from the actual beach, and I was in my 20s, so like this was the whole Baywatch era. And like I went out there and stayed with him, and it was like, dude, it looks like you live in Baywatch. He's like, yeah, I know. So like he wanted to, show his cousin a good time. So he took me to like the local strip club, and it was amateur night, and his buddy worked there. And so he got us to be judges for the amateur night, and it was sponsored by Grolsch beer. And that was the first Grolsch beer I ever had. So I got to judge a bunch of amateur strippers in California at Newport Beach, my first trip out to California. Hence, yes, I appreciate that California was a whole lot more fun than Minnesota.
It's a no-win scenario though if you judging like
we weren't judging harshly. It was a lot of like, yep, you're good. You're also good.
Yeah, that's the only way you can do it because
what the judges got was very good seats to the stage.
And you didn't have to tip, or you still had to tip?
Well, there was afterwards, then you could like get a dance or whatever from any of the girls. So I didn't want any of the girls to feel bad, so I made sure I got some dances.
So Newport Beach, huh? What year was this?
This would have been, I was in college, 92? Okay. 91 or 92 probably. 92 probably.
Because I lived
you and me probably just, if I could have met you back then, I probably would have been a much more successful comic book artist.
I lived in Huntington Beach, so I lived in the community.
Oh, you weren't far away.
Next to Newport, yeah. So but I think I was out of there by the 90s. So I think I lived in Huntington in the 80s, in the late 80s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this would have, my freshman year, I graduated in 90, so my freshman year of college would have been 91. So this probably would have been 92, I think. Somewhere in there. Yeah, but yeah, real nice place to live, especially coming from the Midwest and having 9 months of snow every year. Basically, I walked out of my cousin's apartment and it looked like it was Baywatch because that was the show that showed you what California looked like in the 90s. So, yeah, it was not too bad. My week there was very entertaining and fun.
It sounds cool. Yeah, I always lived once I left my parents' house, I always lived by the beach. So I went from there to Huntington, and then from Huntington to Manhattan. So I went the LA route, and then from Manhattan to what was it? Hermosa, and then from Hermosa to Redondo. And then that's where I met Pamela when I lived in Hermosa, I met Pamela, and then we got a townhouse in Redondo Beach.
I just, as a kid from the Midwest, like who had no money, like I just assumed it had to be ridiculously expensive to live anywhere near the beach in California back then.
It was expensive, but it didn't seem like it was out. I never lived like a king or anything, and I always had roommates. So
if you had roommates and you worked, you could pay for your rent. Yeah,
I always had roommates, and then when I moved to Hermosa, I didn't have any roommates, but it was just like a one room, like bachelor. I don't know what they call those. It was just one room. You know, the kitchen. There's a little
efficiency kind of thing.
Yeah, and then it's just like and everything's in one
when
room.
When you're a 20-something-year-old dude, that's more than enough.
Right, and I just had the drawing board. Like there was like this little courtyard, so I had my drawing board in front of the window. The bed was behind me, and then I just had my stereo. I didn't even really watch TV. I still don't really.
What were you inking at this time, like in this era?
It was probably Adventures of Superman. Yeah. So this was probably the early start of the Marvel stuff, like inking Art Adams on the X-Men annuals and Walter Simonson and things like that. And
I just love the idea of Art just sitting in his shitty little one room with like everything cluttered around him, like inking some of the most classic pages in comic book history. Adventures of Superman, Art Adams, Fantastic Four. Oh, Jim Lee, X-Men. It's like, oh yeah, but I'm like kicking garbage away from me at my feet.
Yeah, it looked like the back right here with all the boxes and stuff. Yeah, I didn't even like have room for stuff. So if anybody came over, I had a fold-up chair that I had in the closet. You know, one of the ones that they use in WrestleMania where they hit you with them. You know, one of those things. And so, you know, hey, you have a seat. And I fold out the chair. Like
I've got plenty of room for guests.
My mom and dad would come over, you know, and I'd have two of them. I'd pull out the seats, and we just kind of sit there.
How's it going, Art? Are you gonna stick with a comic book career?
How's this working out for you? And the thing is, the funniest part is, I've never sat that close to my parents in my whole life because we're only like arm's length away because it's so small, right? You're actually sitting in like a circle, and you're so hey, Mom.
This may be a little too close, Mom.
So weird.
Oh, that's just awesome.
The good thing is like there was a little courtyard, so there was a barbecue and like table and stuff like that. And then there was a gate right there, and then the Strand was right there. So
wow.
The beach was on the beach pretty much. Yeah. So all you do is swing open the gate, and then you just walk out there, and then you're there. And I moved there before I met, you know, my wife. But one of the cool things is the apartment was right next to the laundry room. So all the, you know, hot girls just live at the beach, you know. And so,
they all have to wash their clothes.
They all have to wash their clothes. So, you know, you're working and you're just kind of like looking out the window. You're just like, hey, there's a bombshell.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Like I remember being out there, and my cousin, and like they had a barbecue, and there was just college girls everywhere, and it was like I was coming from Minnesota in the middle of the winter, and I like told my cousin, I'm like, half the time if I meet a girl, I don't even know what she looks like because she's just so wrapped up in like winter coats and stuff. It's like every girl around here is prancing around in like, you know, tank tops and shorts, and it's like, my God. So yeah, it was a good trip for me.
It was an experience. Yeah. It's so funny because like it didn't seem out of my reach financially. I did like, it was kind of weird moving to the apartment without roommates. So I do remember like I didn't want to leave that area, So I searched high and low for something I could afford. So then I eventually found, somebody who was willing to take a chance with me, and get that 1-bedroom apartment. And also in Hermosa Beach, there's that comedy and magic club. It's legendary. It's
yeah.
Jay Leno would work on his stand-up, like I think every month, like the first weekend of every month or the last weekend of every month. So he would work on his like monologues and stuff like that. I think that what was his name? Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Broke in there.
Yeah.
And I lived there at that time. And when Tim Allen would play that place, because I lived right down the street, like I was right on the corner of where I lived was the Comedy and Magic Club. And so when Tim Allen would play there, it was like Beatlemania. So the PA would be cranked so loud because the crowd would be freaking nuts, man. So I could hear his whole stand-up routine from my apartment. It was great.
Everybody was into that. That was something I definitely noticed. Like, and I keep mentioning, coming from the Midwest, like it's very reserved out here. They're, people like have their jobs, they go to work, 9 to 5, all that. I remember going out to California and just feeling the energy of just everybody was going after it. Everybody was doing something. Everybody was chasing a dream, like whatever, thing it was. Like there was a palpable energy when I went out there, like 91, 92, whenever it was. And it was just so much different from where I had come from. Like you could just feel like everybody was excited. There was just a palpable energy of like, I'm chasing my dreams, and it was achievable. And I mean, what you're talking about just reminds me of those days back then.
Yeah, it's amazing that you felt that, because growing up there, I didn't feel that.
It was a different world to me coming out there. It was an absolutely different world to me. It was like, man, it's like you see it on TV and you don't think it's real. And then you get out there and it's like, it feels different.
Yeah, when I went to New York for the first time, I felt that.
Okay, yeah, and it probably has to do with going to a different environment than you're used to.
Well, also a place that there is a hustle and bustle,
absolutely.
From Minnesota, like you said, it's very, very reserved. So this West Coast, is where supposedly the movers and shakers.
Right, exactly.
Out. So, because I do remember I felt like I was like from the Midwest when I went to New York the first time, because, I'm on the subway from the airport coming in. I didn't know it was rush hour, so, the subway seems a little busy, but it's not crazy. So I'm walking up, to the street level. And as soon as I hit the street, boom, wall-to-wall people. It was like just moving at a breakneck pace. And I was like, holy shit. So then as soon as you step out in it, you got to keep pace. You know what I mean? Like, or you're going to get trampled. And so I do remember that, like, and then you can't help it but do this.
Oh yeah, all the skyscrapers.
And that's as soon as people see that, they go like tourist.
Yeah.
But you can't help it. Like
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. Oh, you've been in New York, right?
I have not been to New York.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so I'm sure I would like strain my neck the first 2 minutes I was there.
Yeah, I kind of fell in love with it as a younger guy, but once I got older, I was like, this place is a cesspool.
And that's the same with anything. Everything new is fun when you're young, and then when you get older, it's like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Yeah, and then
I want a nice, quiet place so I can kick back and relax.
Right. Because I remember the first time I went, I had no money. So I walked almost everywhere or took the subway. And then I remember I said to myself, if you ever go back, you're going to go back with money and you're going to use cabs. You're going to actually have cabs. And so when I went back, I did. I kept that pledge, and New York was a lot better, when I actually didn't have to walk everywhere or take the subways. I'll tell you, there's one thing they don't tell you about the subways is certain routes close at certain times. And so, I would go, like, I'd make friends at DC or Marvel. And then, you go, oh, well, where do you live? I want to hang out, see your studio. And they go, oh, I live out in Queens. You go, okay. So you work your day, you're hanging out in the office, you're working the bullpen or whatever. And so then you're like, okay, it's quitting time. So let's get some food. Let's go to your house. And I remember I went to this guy, I think it was Queens. We went out, it was already late, and his mom cooked, and we had a great time. I had some pencils. He was an inker, and it was a Batman piece. I think I still have it. And he inked it. I can't even remember this guy's name. I think he was working with Dennis Cowan or something at the time on Batman. He was a Batman guy. Yeah. And so he inked this thing up, and I was like, holy shit, how much? He goes, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And so I learned a lot watching him work and everything. And so then I'm like, how do I get home? He goes, well, the subway station, you walk this way, walk that way. So I'm walking, it's like 3:00 in the morning in Queens, right? And so I find the subway station. I get on the subway. There's nobody. It's like 3:00 in the morning. It's crazy. So I get on the train. I find my route back because I was staying in the city. I was actually in Hell's Kitchen off like 46. Yeah, it was Hell's Kitchen at that time. This is
no part of this sounds good, safe or good.
This is before Giuliani cleaned it up, right?
Yeah, no, like this was like 70s New York where it was a shithole.
Yeah, this is late. This is probably early 80s, 82, something like that, 83.
Still a shithole.
Yeah. So I get back. I hit my destination. So then I get off the train. And there's nobody around. So then I go over to the staircase, and it's chained up. There's a fence. There's like one of those metal pool fence, and there's a chain around it. I'm like, oh shit, that's up to the street. How do I get up to the street? And so then I started looking around. So then I'm walking down this little hallway, right? And so then I turn, and then there's this guy. It's horrible, man. He's smacking this woman. He just smacking her upside the head again. She's against the wall. He's just smacking her. And I'm like, holy shit, I have no idea where I'm at. And I'm witnessing a crime, right? And so then I'm just an idiot, and so then
there's no good reaction out of that.
But luckily I just yelled, hey, motherfucker, knock it off, pussy, hitting a woman, or whatever it was. And then I just took off running, Clint. I was just like, fucking it's like, that's the hero, right? I'm like,
that's better than not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm like the badass guy. So I'm running. And fortunately, like certain tunnels or they're blocked off, but they do give you a way out. But it's kind of like a rat in a maze. You know what I mean? Like they close this way, but you have to kind of follow, the little doorways. And so luckily I turned left instead of right or whatever. And I ran and I found the staircase. And to this day, I don't know if that guy was following me or not, but you know what? There's one thing you learn when you're young. You never look back.
No, just run. Just keep running. That makes you a hero in my book. Jesus Christ.
I told my daughter once, I said, if you ever get in trouble, I said, don't engage crazy and don't look back.
Just run.
You just keep walking, at a brisk pace, and you get the hell out of there. Because you never engage crazy because it's never going to work out.
No, that ain't going to go well.
Yeah. And so she actually got to see this actually illustrated. Okay. So all kinds of shit, man. This is like, remember when you were a kid and you used to hang out in the street corner drinking Grolsch and just telling bullshit stories, right? And so I'm at San Diego Con. This is a couple years ago. And I'm with my family. So my wife and my kid are there, Amanda. And she's young. Our daughter's young, but not like she's probably like 16, maybe 15, 16, right? So she's old enough. She's got world experiences. She kind of knows things. And so, there's one part you cross the street at the San Diego Con because everything's, gas lamp is across the street.
Gas lamp, yeah.
So we come across the street, and then there's like crosswalk, And then
the
there's
train
like,
track runs across the front
right.
of
And then
the.
you remember there's like one ramp, I guess, for people that have wheelchairs, and then there's
Yep.
like stairs, and
Yep.
then you come up, and then there's the con right there. But you kind of come up to it, it's up higher. And so my wife went left, and my kid and I went right. And I don't know why we did this, but somehow, like, we just separate. We knew where we were going, of course, but so that wasn't the big deal. So we're going up the ramp. So I'm walking up the ramp, and then this huge, I'm just gonna say this bull dyke, this linebacker of a woman, right?
Yeah.
Not a blue bombshell, just
no, big and thick, and
lady, right? And so she comes up and she's barreling down the ramp. We're coming up the ramp. She comes down the ramp, and she didn't care. And I saw her all the way down, and she deliberately went at me, and she wasn't throwing an elbow, but she put up the defense, like she's gonna ram me, right?
Yeah.
My kid's off the side, so I kind of like made sure Amanda was okay, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take the hit. But then last minute, I was like, I'm just gonna push her. Right? I'm just gonna let her keep going.
Her own momentum, just
right. So I did that, and she fell on her face, right? Because I mean, she was coming down.
Oh yeah, she was.
Right?
Yeah.
So what this bitch does, right? She starts going, molester, rape. Like, she starts yelling this shit out, right? And there's always these other people. Like, I don't know where these other people come from, but then they go, somebody call the police. You know, like, they're all like, and then they're like, I saw it all. Like, I saw, they're like eyewitnesses. Well, if you saw it all, then you know what happened. You obviously didn't see it all, and you thought, like, I just pushed this woman who could destroy me, by the way. Like, she could have just destroyed me physically. She even had like a plaid shirt on. Like, she was the stereotype. Like, the
stereotype, 100%.
She was like a lumberjack, right?
And I guarantee you, she was so pissed you saw her coming, and then you flipped her, and this is her last trying to dig to get at you.
She's yelling, rape, molester, rape. And then there's these other people that are like, I saw it all. Somebody get the cops. And so I just turned to my kid, and I guess my wife said she kind of ran interference. Like, she saw it, but she was on the other side. Yeah. And so she kind of ran some interference, like, to slow the whole thing down, so my daughter and I could get away, right? Because we could have been mobbed. Like, if she
just
got
keep walking,
if she got public opinion right on her side, we would have just been mobbed, right? Like, mob rule, right? So I just turned to Amanda and I go, keep walking and don't look back. Don't look back. I said, we don't engage crazy, right? And then she's like, but Dad, I go, I can't fix this. I said, we can't rationalize what this person is not reasonable. Just walk and don't look back. And we got out of there. And then, of course, there's still people coming in. So the crowd, it's like blend with the crowd, just like blend in with the crowd. So we got out of there, and God, I wish I remembered what my wife did, but she ran some kind of interference to get us some kind of time to get out of there.
That's your best case scenario in that situation.
And then my daughter was just kind of like, why did she do that?
Yeah. That's an SJW in real life right there, is what that is.
Yeah. And then I think, my daughter got to see firsthand, is like, don't engage crazy. Just don't look back and keep walking. That should be a t-shirt, right?
100%. Truer words were never spoken. Don't engage crazy. Don't look back. Just keep walking.
Yeah. Let me see. Some person says 42nd Street was used in jokes because it was filled with strip clubs and porn shops. That's the New York I remember. So we were not even a full block up from Times Square. So Times Square, I think, is what you're talking about, is just like, it was all basically that. It's like all those 70s and 80s movies you'd see. Like, that's just sleazy New York City. And Yeah, I mean, if you hung out long enough, you'd see purse snatching, like just constantly. Like this guy, I saw this guy just take this woman's purse because they just prey on tourism, right? They just go, oh, that if he's looking up, or she's looking up, that's just prime victim. And this guy just grabbed this woman's purse, and he was so tall and fast, like if he was legit, he could have played basketball because those guys are tall. They take 3 steps and they're all the way across court, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to take 50 steps, to keep up with them. This guy just booked it and then just blended in with the crowd, and he was gone. And that's all she wrote, man. He got away with it. So, so what we should say is, I'm getting it back on track. Is anybody that's still listening, tweet out Blue Bombshell right now.
Oh,
yeah. So if you've already backed it or whatever, tweet out. I think we're 3 hours. You got 3 hours left.
Yeah. Yep. Last 3 hours, or I think we're about $400 away.
Yeah.
So if you can spread the word and tweet it out, less than $400, like
385.
Yep, 385. We're close. It's gonna be nip and tuck there. So
I just want to say right now, we'll keep this going till 11:30. So we have about 10.
Yeah, that's perfect, Art. That's more than I was hoping for. So I appreciate it. Thank you a ton for letting me do the closeout show on your stream.
I really wanted to get that 30K, man. So if you guys tweet out, you can get eyes on the campaign, and if you guys could tweet out this show. So if we can get some new people in here,
some new blood in here,
get some new backers in here. When was the last time you tweeted out, Clint?
I'm gonna tweet something right now. I'm gonna try and tweet while I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna say back it now. 3 hours. Back this now. Help make it happen. Blue Bombshell. Now this is cool, man. I've been having a lot of fun with you guys.
Oh, this has been a treat for me. Just get to know you. Like, I've been a fan of your work for so long. So Comicsgate has been a blessing for me, and having you be in Comicsgate and get to hang out with you and talk about all of the stuff you've worked on. I'm a huge fan of yours. I tried to do a Travis Charest homage today. I was kind of like working on his style. I don't know if I should show you or not. It didn't turn out.
Show it.
Didn't turn out perfect, but let me see if I'll try and share. And I didn't try to straight out you'll see.
So did you see Peter's suggestion? He says a mug where hot liquid goes in and the image changes could be a winner. There's a place that does heat sensitive print too, but it's crazy expensive. Yeah, that sounds a little.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
And then just the thing about mugs and stuff like that is the shipping. Because I remember I was talking to the Zaid brothers, so Philip.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the Slurpee cup, and I grew up in the Slurpee. I was a Slurpee generation.
Well, they've got such cool ideas, but the first thing I think of is, that's got to be a bitch to ship.
Yeah, because you got to get some kind of special box just to ship the.
I don't even want to do larger size posters. I would love to do some awesome posters, but I don't want to do. Anything that's bigger than the Gemini mailing box, because where did I put my pen? Oh,
so is this Travis on the?
This is Travis on the right. Travis on the right there. Let me. So it's Travis on the right and me.
Looks good, man.
Well, where's all my? I must have. I can't find my layers. Why is everything all screwed up on here?
My layers.
Well, I want to show you the pencils, but yeah, I might have to shut this down and start it up again because it's all screwed up.
Somebody stole my layers.
I know. No, I'm a huge. Well, like anything Wildstorm, anything you and Jim, you and Scott, or you and Dan Jurgens did in that era. Like, I'm a huge fan of that stuff. I'm a huge Travis fan. I'm a huge J. Scott Campbell fan. So I try to break it down, try to kind of study what they're doing to try and improve my own art. So that's kind of what I was doing here. I saw Dave Finch kind of talk about it, and he kind of did a little Travis study on YouTube about a week ago or so. So that was kind of the origins of what I was thinking here. Of course, now everything on my computer is running slow like it was on years earlier. Now my Clip Studios doesn't even want to open up. So I was going to show you guys. You saw a little bit of it, but I wanted to show you all the stages. But it doesn't want to cooperate at all.
So, are you drawing digitally?
Yeah, I do everything digitally now. Like up until about 4 years ago, I was still paper and pen. I never got the hang of crow quills, so I faked everything with microns. So, like, if any kind of look, like I try to emulate your kind of inking, kind of emulate the Wildstorm style, that kind of stuff. I would do it with microns because I just never took the time to like master like a crow quill or a brush or anything.
Yeah, that's the hard way, but I can really relate to you because like digital inks and everything, everybody's telling me like, oh, it's so much easier, so much, but to me, the learning curve is monumental just to learn the programs, teach myself how to use the tools and things like that. I'm much faster just doing it, the way
at this point, there is no need for there's no reason for you to switch over. You've like mastered everything. Like for me, like I said, like I would emulate stuff with microns because I wasn't gonna take the time to learn the brush and the crow quill, which I should have, but I should have done it 20 years ago. So, and now with digital, I can go in and they've got a pen that's like crow quill, kind of mid-range between a crow quill and a brush, and I can get that look. So, like that's kind of what I was doing here. I think I shared it with you again. Oh yeah. So I'll zoom in on this. It's still screwed up. It's still not showing
the pencils or the
layers. Well, it's not showing the. I think if I leave the program open too long, it kind of like doesn't work right. So that it's not perfect, but you can still see kind of what I was doing. But like it shows you like what Travis is weird. Like I was trying to emulate him, but he also still like his face is like shifted and stretched. Like, I don't know. It's just in the way he creates his hair. It's like I was trying to emulate him, but like it still to me looks so different from what he was trying to do.
The thing that always I think the key to this type of style, and I've been studying it, is that your interior lines, like it's so busy, like there's so many lines. But
there's too many. Like I look at Travis and I think there's that many lines, and then I go do mine and I put too many lines, and then I look back at Travis and it's like he doesn't have that many lines in there.
Yeah, there's a little less, but the thing is, like the key is you have to keep them thin and lifeless. Like there really isn't a transition from thick to thin, and there isn't like where they bunch together to create kind of a fade into the black. They're just kind of there. You can even see like the ones on his collar here. They're just kind of wispy. black hatches, but they don't really fade into the black. They're kind of a transition, but not a complete transition into the black. So it's all really like the key is to keep those things thin and not too expressive, because if you do, it gets busy and you can really start seeing that there's too much going on.
The line weight is super important. If you get the line weight too much, it like what you're saying, it busies up the face too much.
It becomes heavy. So if you notice, like there's a fine balance with Travis, because like he really, like the structure, the jaw, around the eyes, the mouth, the nose, the ears, the hair, very, very solid, very, very solid looking. And so what that does is it makes it where this really thin stuff in the face can just float.
Yeah.
It's just kind of there. It defines the surface. It does do a job, but it's not really like where it fades into a gray, or
it's more of a hint. It's more of a hint than anything.
Yeah, and it just kind of it stays open. And if you try to bring too much expression to it, it just kind of gets lost. It'll just look heavy and muddy and things like that. So it is a tricky style to get down.
Yeah. It's why I think a lot of artists out there just kind of there's a lot of Travis fans out there of what he did. And it's just because he can't really lock down what he was doing there. It was just kind of a thing of it. I mean, he started as kind of an Art Adams and Jim Lee, but then he just he took it to his own thing so fast and so interestingly that I just I've always been fascinated by his artwork. So
yeah, I was in the office, and Troy Hubbs worked at Hack Shack Studios for a brief moment. And he was Travis inker on that early breakthrough stuff, on Wildcats and things.
Yep, I remember that.
And so I didn't know. I knew Travis' work, but I didn't know Travis before that. So I went down south to San Diego and hung out, with the Wildstorm guys. And so I was in there kind of hanging out with Troy, and he and Travis shared the same office. And so I was just watching Travis draw, and I'd never seen anybody really draw this way. Jim Lee can do it, but he doesn't do it quite the same way. Jim will still draw a structure, and then he'll kind of draw out from it. But I was watching Travis draw, and I don't know if he draws everything this way, but he kind of can draw he can just draw the eye.
And then work out from it.
And then he can work out from any part of
and keep everything proportional.
Right. Like that Kim Jong.
Yep. Yeah.
Or whatever. Yep. Yeah. Like they can just they already see it in their head, and it's just kind of like they're
just putting on paper what they see on their head, kind of thing. Yeah.
So they don't really have to trial and error as much.
No, but it's a different skill set.
Yeah, it was
the brain's working on a different level than most artists with that, and I think that's why everybody's always kind of just like, as an artist, you find that super interesting, because that's not how every artist works.
Well, it's like when I played music, where you see people and you just go, they're naturals. Like, you hear people go, well, they're just natural. They're just naturally gifted. And people used to say, oh, Art, you're just naturally gifted. No, man, I'm not. Like, I've seen guys that are. I'm not. I might make it look easy to you.
That's because of hard work.
Yeah, but trust me, it's not. And then you can see these guys, and they just make it look so effortlessly or effortless, and then they're able to put in. It's consistent too. Like everything they draw, it looks on this level.
Yeah.
And to them, they probably see, well, it's a little off here or weird there or whatever. But to us, we're just like, like you're Amadeus of like the comic book world, right? You already see the song in your head, and you're just putting
just putting it on paper.
Yeah. So hey, we got Skits Comics. What's up, brother? Well, since we're showing off art, I'm going to show something.
Yeah.
I did this in a live stream, my last live stream, so I'll show it again just in case somebody didn't see this. So this is kind of work in progress. This is black and white.
Oh, that looks nice.
So I got some input from the professionals on this. So I asked them if there was anything that they saw off a little bit. And so we were kind of in agreement, like the head size might be a little bit big. So, excuse me, when I do the final version, her head's going to be smaller. Reed Blackett, aka Blacks, is going to be smaller as well. And then you can kind of see this image back here, his hair. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Kind of like a double image. I was already, because Dan Frege was saying like line of action. So he was showing me line of action. I know it, but he showed me how it would work with this figure. So line of action coming across. So he said, move the head forward, and then move like his left, our left, his right pec and shoulder out. Mm-hmm. I've already started doing that. And then it kind of helps with that line of action.
So this forearm, his left arm, just kind of have it a little bit more come in.
No, not his left.
Oh.
His right.
Okay.
His right shoulder and his right pec.
Yeah.
So the one over on the robot side. I'm sorry.
Yep, I got you.
Dyslexic with my left and right. Yeah. So basically, like build, his right shoulder out, our left out here, and then I've already moved the head forward, and I'll have to move the neck as well, and then bring the back down a little bit. But
I'm telling you, Art, you know how easy this is to do in digital, and then you could ink it. You could ink it on board, but preliminary pencils. Oh boy, it's nice doing this stuff digitally.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Like this was on the board.
Okay.
So then I scanned it.
And then you can do corrections.
Yeah. Then I'm doing the corrections on this version, and then print it out on Blue Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's a gorgeous cover.
Oh, thanks.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So it's gonna have like this circuit board background here that's kind of loosely drawn in here. And then what I'm hoping with the colorist is that will knock out like the JC's, head that's kind of, on fire with like this cosmic energy. Yep. And then the robot, and then the two goons on the right side here with their guns.
Yeah, a good colorist should be able to like go balls out with that big head in the background with the energy crackling off of it.
Yeah. And then it will kind of be like monochromatic. I'm thinking reds, purples. And then so black and white here will be full color along with Brooks Gray and Uncle Yi here. I thought it was funny. Give Uncle Yi a bat. Everybody else has this cool weapons. And, he's the guy that has the least amount of like going for him, as far as strength and brain and all that other stuff. But he's still in the game, man. He's going to fight evil.
He's hanging in there. Yeah. He ain't going down without a fight.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like Uncle Yi in black and white is kind of like, he's like a Big Trouble in Little China character. Like, not not the old guy that goes on the adventure, but the old guy that was running the China, the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
It's like hell is here. Or whatever. Yeah. China has many hells. He's kind of like that guy,
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm kind of thinking of Uncle Yi. And so he's kind of a fence sitter in volume 1, and by volume 2, he really kind of like this is him stepping it up with a baseball bat.
The chat is saying Egg Shen.
Yeah. But no, he's not Egg Shen, because that's the bad guy, right? Or is that no? That's the old guy.
I think he's the older like Asian gentleman. That's kind of
that goes
the
on
wise one.
Yeah, that drives the tour bus. Yeah.
Yep.
This guy is more like the guy running the restaurant. You know, they're in the kitchen, and when Jack is calling he's calling the insurance company, and he's like, I don't want to hear "Act the God," you know. Yeah. Oh, I remember the restaurant guys. His big line was when Gracie Law comes in. You know, it's raining outside. She comes in, and then he goes, "Who the hell let Gracie Law in here?" He's so kind, but then when he goes, who the hell
I
let
love
Gracie
that movie.
Law in here? Yeah. So definitely like this, and then I was just thinking like juxtapose like this story's in China, right? And I'm just thinking, how did this guy get a baseball bat?
Yeah, who's got a baseball bat in China?
Like I'm thinking, how many baseball bats actually exist in China? Yeah.
You're thinking too deep there. There's at least 1 or 2 baseball bats in China.
Yeah, and Uncle Yi owns both of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you guys, this is what you have to look forward to with Black and White. So this is still work in progress, so don't judge it too harshly. And yeah, the pre-launch signups are in the description. And so yeah, let's do a quick I have to find it again. I closed out. I'll find my my pre-launch, and so we'll go over that again. And then we'll close on a Blue Bombshell pitch by Clint Helinsky. Yeah, so let me hit the share. Boom, 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 boom. Share. And here we go. This is, hopefully you're seeing, this is Black and White, the pre-launch. So this is volume 2. This is the epic conclusion, the follow-up to volume 1, which, by the way, you guys have asked, is that going to be available in the campaign? Of course, it is going to be available. We have some of the original print run, but that's going to be very, very limited. That's why you guys got to sign up for this pre-launch, because you will get a heads up before anybody else when we go live. So there's going to be exclusives, and there's going to be early bird specials. So you guys will be the first to get in there and ransack the shop, as I like to say, before anybody else gets in there.
Get all the good stuff.
Yeah, get all the good stuff before they sell out. And then also for the sign up, it's just your email, you guys. It takes a couple minutes. Give me your email so you can go on the mailing list, and you'll get a free trading card with backing. So this is the artwork for the free trading card. It's going to be fantastic. And somebody in one of the earlier chats was, because I want to do trading card set, kind of like what you got with Blue Bombshell. You have the 5 cards. I want to do at least 5 cards, but I'm thinking somebody said a puzzle. Card. So maybe the backs of the cards could have a puzzle. And one of the things we did in the day when I worked at Extreme Studios is we did a preview, a black and white preview, and the back of each one of the issues, there were 9 issues, had a piece of the puzzle. So if you bought all 9 of the books, you could put them together and basically make a big poster out of it.
Oh, nice.
And so I was thinking that maybe if we could get 9 cards, like at least do a 9-card set, we could maybe, if I could figure out how, because I don't have the line art anymore for that artwork, but if I could somehow find a high-res copy of it, then we could do the original piece of artwork as like a fun like back of the trading card.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, so there'd be 9 pieces, and you could assemble them and make one big piece. It's kind of like a callback to cool, fun trading card stuff.
No doubt, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So here's the video. Once again. In a world where law and order
in a world
are often blurred to gray. I have a horrible announcer voice.
Nah.
how adorable little Whitney.
She's cute.
Before her life went horrible.
Yes, in front of that giant skull. That's not foreboding at all.
I love comics because they're not so subtle, right?
Exactly. Sweet little kid in front of a giant skull.
Sign up now.
God, that looks freaking awesome.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we're working our ass off right now to bring Volume 2 to you guys. We're going to be launching later this month. So I got to get together with Aaron Lepresti because our launch dates are going to be real similar. So I don't want to kind of get into one of those situations.
Don't want to step on each other's toes.
Yeah, because even if they're a couple days away.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, if you shuffle them off by a day or two, even a day, it just, you just don't want to be like launching on the same day. Definitely, I would say.
Yeah. So Peter says digital pencils these days. What I do is I do thumbnails, and I'll bring those in, and then I'll kind of move them around and work on things in just like a thumbnail form. And then if I like those thumbnails, I'll blow them up, I'll blue line them, and then I'll kind of draw over the detail, I'll draw the detail over the blue lines, and then I'll ink that way. Or like I'll do tighter pencils. And then like you saw with that, those are pretty tight pencils.
Oh yeah, those are super tight pencils.
If there's anything I have to tweak, I'll tweak in that state, and then I'll blue line them and ink them up. So Comics Bear says it's Bear approved. Yeah. You don't get any better than that.
No.
Skit says, was hanging out with professional Aaron Lepresti all day today. Oh, cool. Yeah, nice. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy. It's funny because people like see him for the first time or whatever and go, Aaron's like a big grump. And I go, he really isn't, man. He just got a real deadpan sense of humor. But man, he can be pretty cutting. He's pretty funny, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out with that guy. Yeah. Egg Shen is like, he's the he's like the sage guy, right? He's like the magic user, dude. Skit says, nice piece, art. I did it. I did what? Nice piece, art. I did it. I don't know what he did.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, Lopan is the bad guy. Yeah, he's the
Lopan.
Oh, is it Uncle? Oh, it is. It's Uncle Chew.
Is that who you've been thinking of this whole time?
Yeah, it's Uncle Chew. Yeah. Wait. Pedro says baseball. That's right. Their baseball teams are pretty badass too.
But was it Japan or China?
Oh yeah. Mine's China. Yeah, that's
yeah.
And Korea. Okay.
Yeah, Korea and Japan love baseball.
Yeah, those. Oh my gosh, those I remember when I was really into baseball when I was younger, and you'd watch those Japanese pitchers.
Oh yeah.
The shit that they would throw, I don't know, man.
The best player in the big leagues right now is Shohei Ohtani, and he's from Japan. Like he's like the best pitcher and the best hitter. Like the dude's amazing.
Yeah, they're pitchers, man. I used to play. I played in high school baseball and stuff like that. And oh my gosh, I would never want to go against some of those guys. They throw some wicked balls, man.
Yeah.
How the hell do you hit those things? F off. Well read. Black and white looks amazing. Thank you so much. F off.
Nice. That's a nice name.
Isn't it fun? You can cuss and just by reading people's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mighty Joe still waiting for Art's How to Ink Like T-Bear book on.
There we go. I'm waiting for that one too.
The closest thing I did is and I did this during the Oodles campaign, the Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too. I did an art book, and I might bring this back because it was pretty successful. I had one of the pages from the art book, and I would send that to you printed out on 11x17 good image board, and it'd be blue line. I'd print it out on blue line. Full 11, because my whole thing is like, it would break my heart. I know you've seen these like samples at conventions and stuff. And remember Blue Line Pro? It was the worst art board, but like like novices and young guys with like,
Yeah.
oh, it's all printed up and it looks.
Yeah, you just
like
buy
that.
it because it looked like a professional comic page, and then you get it, and everything would bleed into
Bleed like
everything.
crazy. Yeah, it was horrible. And so I get these samples. I go, this is bad. So what I thought is like, if I could give a newbie, somebody who's aspiring, like all the professional tools they would need, right?
Yeah.
Everything you would need, then try it. You know what I mean? Like all that other stuff you're doing, that's practice. You know, like on the Blue Line Pro, whatever it was that you were using. But this is all professional stuff. So what I would do is I would blue line one of my pencils that was in the book, so they get to ink one of the pages or one of the art that's in the book, and then I would send them all the tools. So I'd give them a pin, exactly like what I use, like a 102, you know, one nib, and then I would get them great brushes, man. So it was Winsor Newton Series 7 watercolor brush number 2. I give them that, and I get them the Pelican ink.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Just A grade stuff. And then I sent them eraser. Like
I miss those erasers. I love those erasers.
And then I make a joke. I would say, not that you really need one of these, but just in case you have a whiteout pen, right?
Lil Whiteout never hurt any inker.
Any inker, yeah. And so we were selling those, and they were like $300 a pop. And I forgot to say. And then there was a tutorial.
Yeah.
There would be like, what I would do is I would ink part of the piece. So like I would show like basic like you know, the top of the line, like if it was the arm, like the top part where it hits the light, you do a thinner line there, you do a thicker underneath, because it implies like that there's a little bit of a shadow, and also it anchors the figure. And I just got into like some real basic, you know, line weight stuff, mid-ground, foreground, background stuff, some basic hatching. And so I videotaped myself doing all this stuff and edit it together. I wonder if I still have that. And so then I sent that along as well. I might do that again, because a lot of people.
It's so instructional, like people starting out, like what you're like saying are the basics, are like stuff people haven't even thought of, and it's like that helps an artist like move forward so much. So yeah, I could see that being extremely popular and like a lot of people being interested in that.
It was a little expensive, but you know, it's not like you're selling 1 billion of those, you know, in
a
year. But you know, and I think I was just selling them one off too, so it wasn't like a tier that you could buy many of them.
Yeah.
Because
the people that are going to be interested in that are going to be willing to spend that because they want to learn. It's like a little mini crash course in like how to ink, you know, from one of the guys who's the best in the business. So
yeah, I think I figured too, if I was going to do a tutorial, I had to at least kind of make it worth my while, because that's time consuming.
It's time. It's exactly. Yeah, you're spending your time on that. So definitely.
Okay, so Orlando Herrera says China is here, Mr. Bird. Yeah, he's got that line. It's so funny, man. That dude's hilarious. Show for me, like that scene when they're in the kitchen, that whole thing, just like the character interaction and stuff like that. And if you guys like Big Trouble in Little China, you're gonna love Black and White, because it's just like Clint's book. It's not meant to be like taken too seriously, you know. It's like Clint got a kick out of, you know, the little girl's all innocent holding up this glowing rock, and then there's a skull behind her. I mean, this is just good, clean fun.
Yeah.
You know? It's not meant to be taken too seriously, and those are the comics I always liked growing up. Wait, what is this? Optimus Deadpool says, what the F? How was I not subscribed to art? I fixed now.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Subscribe. Also, Clint, you have a YouTube.
Yep. Subscribe to Clint Talinsky. I'm going to be putting a title on my channel this week. It's going to be comic book cruise director, but I haven't switched it over yet. But I have 100 subscribers to my YouTube channel.
Sweet.
So I'm basically a YouTube influencer now.
Oh shit, dude. We gotta go back. Dude, we might do this.
What?
Hold on.
What's happening?
You just went up, my friend. Holy
I feel funny inside.
I feel funny. What's going on, man? Okay, yeah, 366. The 66 not a good number to stay on. 29,615. You guys remember those numbers? Remember those numbers. Here we go. Drum roll, please. 4 hours left. Yeah, you have 3 hours left. Okay.
Oh,
you have 195. You're 195 away from 30K.
Damn, we're almost there. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Comicsgate. Thank you, RT Bear.
Hey, no problem. Hey, look at your number, your backer number. 69.
9, dude. 69, dude. What number are we thinking of? 69, dude.
Everybody from that generation gets it, man.
Oh, Keanu will always be my spirit animal.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's play the video. This will be the last time for the evening, and then Clint will give his pitch.
Adventure with the Blue Bombshell, alongside her superhero teammates, the Superiors. With her amazing super strength, she only wishes the seams on her costume were as strong, especially against enemies like Murderer's Row, as she faces off against the world's most dangerous villains. The Blue Bombshell is an all-out action and scantily clad adventure. Danger, intrigue, and a whole
lot of skin.
The Blue Bombshell.
I like the echo thing you did at the end. That was cool. And a whole lot of. Oh my gosh, you guys, come on, man! Before
let's push
midnight,
it to the top.
Yeah, let's do this before midnight. Hey, everybody, tweet this out, please. Ask them to come to this live stream, or just go right to the Blue Bombshell page and back now, because if we can get this to 30K, you will get that lenticular
hologram lenticular trading card with the Blue Bombshell bouncing around with her big bouncy boobs all over the card.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
So one of the ways we can get there. Oh shit, dude! If somebody just backed one of these,
one booty box, I think will do it.
Oh my gosh!
Who doesn't want a booty box?
I don't know. Who would that be? No one.
Oh, it might be Tim Drake Robin. He might not be interested.
Oh yeah, because he went weird.
He went weird.
He went to Weirdsville.
It happened. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we go weird.
I can honestly
we decide we don't like girls anymore. Girls are icky.
Say, Clint, it never happened to me.
No, I still like them a lot.
I still like them.
I don't always want to listen to them, but I really like looking at them.
This is the most sexist openly I've ever been in my entire
dude,
life. I'm having a great time being a pig here with you.
Exactly. Unapologetic.
You pig. Yeah, so one booty box, you guys. We're one booty box away from triumph. So there's an A cover, an A cup,
yeah.
a B cup.
I should have done it by cups. The covers, that would have been good too.
But the A cup wouldn't have been that impressive.
No, nobody wants the A cup.
Nobody wants the A cup.
Maybe I need like a double D cup reward.
Yeah.
For book 2.
Yeah, so here this is cool too. This is the Blue Bombshell adult loot box. So this is the only place you can get all 3 covers. So this has the censored cover on it, which will not be censored. Your version will not be censored.
Right.
Yeah, YouTube, or not YouTube, but Indiegogo, they're a little bit prudish.
Yeah. Don't want them shutting us down.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You get all 3 variants with that one.
And then go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yep. And the adult variant with that one.
No, you don't get the adult variant with this one. You get the adult variant Wait. Oh yeah. And
Yep,
then
you get all
the adult sketchbook.
three variants of the cover, and then this one, then you get the adult art sketchbook. That one includes all the retro covers, like the tromboner cover, the man called tripod cover, and I'm just like I'm like I've got. There's a cover I'm trying to figure out how to lay out, but it's like the Blue Bombshell versus the Gangbang. It's like Mr. It's who's the guy who could replicate his body? It was like Mr. Multiple or the Multiple Man.
Multiple Man, yeah.
Yeah, Multiple Man, X-Men. So it's kind of a variant on that one. I'm just trying to figure out how to lay out the artwork. But there's lots of fun stuff like that. And right there, yeah, that's if we can hit that 40,000 stretch goal. But right now we're focusing on 195 away from that 30K stretch goal. Let's lock that one in tonight.
And that trading card will be sweet. It'll be sweet, and also it'll just it'll just make Clint and I feel like we accomplished something.
Yes, a sense of accomplishment.
You sleep a lot better when you feel like you put a good, honest day's work in, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
You set a goal and you work hard and you strive to achieve it. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, and you have a little bit of fun along the way.
Oh, well,
I do want to say that with this, and I keep getting on the featured tier, because this really is a great deal, you guys. You get all the books, but you also get 2 sketches. Like, Clint is not really promoting the sketches, maybe because he doesn't want to draw.
I just drew all the sketches for Pirate Queen, and I mean, they're nice sketches. Everybody's getting basically in the 7x10 original art pinup from me. So yeah, I put the work in. I want everybody to have like a nice sketch. These aren't rushed through. I spent about 2 weeks on the Pirate Queen sketches because I could do about 10 to 12 a day. Because I'm not rushing through these. I'm making nice sketches for everybody. I want everybody, when you're paying that price for the reward, I want everybody to have a nice sketch. So you're going to get a regular sketch of the Blue Bombshell, and you're going to get an adult sketch. That's just what I did with Pirate Queen. It was hugely popular. The sketches look great. I think everybody is happy with how they turned out. And that's what we're doing with Blue Bombshell here too. So I want everybody to get a really nice reward with this. That's why the reward level is where it's at.
I want to ask you too. So 3 copies. How many books do you get? You get the three covers.
You get all 3 variants. So the cover A, the cover B, and then the adult cover C. That's the topless cover,
right.
With Blue Bombshell versus Fetish with all their tits out. God bless them. And then you also get the adult sketchbook with that. And the adult sketchbook, it's going to contain all like the retro covers with like Tromboner, the Man Called Tripod. It's going to have character designs. It's going to have a lot of pinups like Pink Pussycat, Fetish, Bloodthirsty. Some nude Blue Bombshell topless covers, prints and stuff in there. So a lot of fun artwork, really nice looking like collector's art book with a lot of great artwork in that. And then you're going to get also the digital backup story, basically another full digital comic book at 14 pages. But like there's going to be a nudity, adult content in the regular print book. The digital book, I'm going to ratchet it up even more. So you're going to get even more gratuitous nudity, fun story, Blue Bombshell in compromising positions, if you will. But just a lot of fun. You're going to get all the trading cards. You're going to get the regular prints. You're going to get the adult prints with that. Just a ton of bang for your buck with the adult booty box there. So that's definitely something. If you're thinking about what you want to get, might as well just get everything, because then you're not missing out on anything.
Yes, indeed you do. And we're at 12 o'clock my time.
Oh, yep.
So
12:01.
we went a little later than I was thinking, but let's hit refresh and see where we're at, a 369,
close.
369. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
108 or 95 away.
we're 195 away. I'll go on Twitter, and if everybody in the chat, if you can got a little extra time, go out on the Twitter and spread the word that we're trying to push it over 30K, and we're that close with just a couple hours left.
Improbi.
Nothing wrong with an A cup. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting what you can get, man.
No. I mean, we're just joking around.
Oh
here.
yeah, this is guy talk. Every guy's happy about whatever he can get to.
Yeah, I mean it's all good, and women come in all shapes and sizes,
and they're all beautiful.
It's all good. It's
all
except
good. For that one bitch that came at Art down the stairs at the Comic-Con.
Shit, man.
She was not beautiful.
She could have taken a linebacker position in the NFL.
There's some of them out there. You got to watch out. Head on a swivel.
They grow them big. Somewhere they grow them big.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, she had the Doc Martens on, and she
had
lumberjack.
She saw Art, and she didn't like anything about the way he looked.
Nah. She could sense I needed to be body checked.
I love that she just whiffed and he smoked her without.
I have no idea.
Olay.
What? Yeah, exactly. What my wife thought, like. Because she said she saw the whole thing. Like, I would have loved to be an observer, something like that. I think it would be great to see. The thing is, I do have to say too, like, she fell into the crowd. Like, she wasn't hurt. Like,
you weren't trying to hurt her.
No, and it's just kind of like she didn't so much face plant, but the people cushioned her fall, so she wasn't really hurt, but she came up, yelling rape.
Yeah, that was the quickest rape ever on a crowded stairway.
I'm that good, man.
I guess so. The Flash has got nothing on you.
It's like the Flash, man. It's horrible. Oh, wait. What is this? No. She deserved everything she got and then some for attacking our team.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think.
Well, you know what, Improbi, you're one I want at my back, man. Because I know if shit hits the fan, you're going to be right there. Not one of these fly-by-nights that would run the other way. I was always that idiot. Like, if my friends would get into anything, like I would throw down with them. Like I don't know about you, but fights. I think most guys have been in fights like when they were young, and I was thinking back, a while ago, like all the fights I've ever been into, I never started them. Like I always was fighting for somebody else. Like I remember there was this girl that, I was too young to really, I liked girls, but like it wasn't like I wasn't in middle school or anything yet. And so we just hung out. We were just friends. And this guy was picking on her. And I just remember losing. I go, you need to apologize to her. And he was like, F you. Like he said it to me. Like, that's it. And he was on his bike. And I remember I walked over there and I grabbed the back and I threw him on the ground. I started punching him. And I was like, apologize. Like, apologize. I'm punching the guy.
Art's a badass.
No. And so then he's like, no. And so I let him up. And then he just said something like, he just went off on her. Like he just doubled down, right? These guys, like they just doubled down. And then he's like, whatever, you whore. Like he just was like, this kid was out of control. So I remember I went over there again and I slammed his head into the ground.
That sounds about right for that behavior.
And I cracked his head against the sidewalk and I go, apologize. He goes, I'm sorry. And then, of course, he got back on his bike. he rode away, and then he told me to F myself again.
Oh yeah, once he's far enough away, yeah, and then he's real tough talk. Yeah, everybody knows one of those guys.
Yeah, so I usually get into fights like that. You know, it wouldn't be like like I would start it or it would be about me. It was usually trying to like defend somebody else or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I managed to avoid most fights. A couple of scraps, nothing serious. I'm trying to think. Elementary school. There's more fights in elementary school. High school, like I had a bully, but like he wouldn't really like go all the way to fight. He would just try to like, talk shit, and I'd just be like, whatever, and then it never amounted to much. So I was kind of lucky. School was pretty peaceful and easy for me, and didn't not a lot of fighting there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't getting in fights every
oh yeah,
or anything like that.
No,
but the ones that I did get into, were usually that way. I remember I was jumped by these 3 guys.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it was after baseball practice. I'm just walking home, and like some of the neighborhood guys, they were called the neighborhood boys. It was a Mexican, a Hispanic gang, right?
Oh boy, okay.
So I hung out with these guys. I remember one guy, like he was always sniffing glue and paint.
That always leads to great things.
It was so weird. Like he was on my team. He was on my baseball team, and I just remember he had a sock, and he would spray paint in it or glue, and then he just sniffed the sock, and I was just like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen before. But him and his friend were just, I guess, walking home at the same time, and they saw what was going on, and I was just so taken aback. Like I was like, I barely know this guy. I play on the same team as him. Yeah. They went and they beat the shit out of those guys, and I got a couple smacks in too, and then that was it. Like I never talked to them again. Like I was on the same team, but we never socialized or hung out or anything. Right. Like those guys just kind of jumped in and just took care of business, and then just kind of left. And I was like, that's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, that worked out great for me.
Yeah, it's like a superhero, right? Like you see something that's going on, you just kind of go in there and help.
Those are the kind of baseball teammates that you want.
Yeah, this guy was a crazy glue sniffer, though. I bet that guy poor guy's probably he's just gone,
if you're sniffing glue at elementary school baseball teams, like the rest of your life is like that's gonna escalate way too fast and not go anywhere good.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's been fun hanging out.
No, yeah, this is more than I expected, and man, I appreciate every second of an art. We're gonna. I have a strong feeling we're gonna hit there before 2. And man, I appreciate you doing this closeout show for me. It's a huge help and just a ton of fun.
No problem, man. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys are the best. Comicsgate rocks. Clint, I'm so glad I met you, man. I have so much fun hanging out.
Absolutely, me too, 100%.
Yeah, this started off as a Pontificators, but now it's like just the Clinton Art Show.
I'm cool with that.
We should just rename the show. Yeah.
Well, we don't want to leave everybody else out. They're cool too, but yeah, I love it. I love talking comics with you. It's always a great time.
We'll add Bob. We'll add
Bob. Comic Book Bob is a good time. I don't even know where he like disappeared at one point, and then he was just gone.
He said his internet crashed.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We still have the bear. The comics bear is still in the chat. So great stream, Art. Thanks all. Yeah, you guys are the best. Thanks for all the super chats. You guys are very generous today. I do appreciate it. And if there's anybody that's still on the fence about backing Blue Bombshell, go do so. There's a lenticular hologram cover with a little jiggle action there waiting for you. And
absolutely.
Also in the description, there's Blue Bombshell, but there's also the pre-launch page for Black and White. We're going to go live with this campaign very, very soon. And but you can get in and you can sign up and get that free trading card and access to early bird specials and exclusives before anybody else. So everyone, have a great evening, have a wonderful weekend, and good luck. Keep it going, Clint. Good stuff.
Absolutely.